Yo, what's going on everybody? This is Ike here, and today we're going to be streaming some more Top Survivor Rank. Today we're going to be playing at the end of the season, so let's see, how good are these players going to be? Are they going to be any good? Are we going to get the world's worst players? Are we going to get actual good players? Let's find out today. If you guys enjoy the stream, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's see who we got. We got Standard, we got Dovey Bird, we got Roses and Petals. How are you guys doing? We got Ali Salam, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Maxi Owl profile, bro. You know I couldn't miss you. Creamy Michi's here. KB, what's up, guys? Alright. And we got a no borrow time user already. This is looking like a great start to the season. Or a great end to the season. Also, they're still banning Matador. So, even though Matador got that nerf that we talked about last stream, people are still banning Matador. So, pretty interesting. Looks like he's still going to be a very popular survivor in terms of playing against and banning against. So, I guess we'll see how it unfolds in the end. Did you get a haircut? No, guys. It's just a bad hair day again, you know. Just half my hair is missing, you know. It happens. It'll come back the next day, you know. I don't know what happens to this hair. Sometimes it just disappears, you know. You want a shout out? Yes, you got one, Maxi. You already got one. Guys, I'm sad this Priestess kited so when I got terror shocked on rescue. It happens, man. It happens to the best of us. Bonbon, there's early. It's literally just guessing. I mean, brother, he swings so fast. Although people like to tell me it's like he doesn't swing fast. Say that on the rescue. Say that on the rescue. Like we be making fun of people who get terror shock on the rescue against Photo and Blood Queen, but no one's talking about Bonbon. I wonder why. I wonder why if he swings so slow. If he swings so slow, why don't we all just walk up to the chair and just start rescuing? If we see them swing, just get off, right? Right? Simple as that, right? You reach Hydra and then never ranked again on Nuts account. Well, at least you got... Did you get paid for that? I don't even know. Did you get anything? You better have gotten something for that. Also, we're going against Ripper. What a classic. Typical Hunter pick. Looks like that Cypher's blocked. I don't even know why it's glowing yellow if it's blocked. It's not supposed to be that way. Let's see, is someone coming to factory to kite or no? Looks like no. That guy pinged that he seems to be walking away at least. And we'll see here. Been a while since I played Survivor. Last time I think I played Survivor was Thursday. Last stream. So we'll see how we do. Focus on the meteorologist. I mean, it's a Ripper. It's a Ripper. Like, what can you expect from Ripper? It's literally just Blood Queen. Literally like Blood Queen. Every time he gets close to you, it's basically a guarantee hit. Unless we can fake him out with a like a shock, and maybe he swings at the exact same time. Psyche, você entrou no exercito? No, sir, no. Someone get a fighting game player to count how many frames the swing is, and they'll say if it's reactable or not. Technically, every swing in this game is reactable, especially since you can hold your flywheel like this. It's just some of them are so crazy fast. You have to be playing on a good day, man. It's got to be on a good day. If you're not on a good day, you're probably not going to react to something like Opera Singer. Even then, they swing so fast that you don't have time to tell the difference between a charge attack and a regular swing. You know, as soon as you see something, you kind of have to act on it with those kinds of hunters. Alright. Basement is here as well. I think we're just going to go to front gate here. We haven't popped more ciphers than my own, so there's always going to be a front gate cipher here that someone hasn't popped yet. I think we're going to... I mean, we don't have to connect to the Gravekeeper cipher. In fact, there's not much point because Meteor is just going to finish it. So we may as well direct her to the next cipher. Hopefully she knows to finish the middle cipher. I mean, Gravekeeper was literally just right next to her. So we'll see how this goes. I'm actually going to send energy ahead of time since I'm assuming... I'm hoping the last cipher is going to be at Sandbags. That's a pretty good cipher to just do end game. Right in the corner, hard to reach, hard to deal with. Pretty good cutting area right next door. We'll see. Flywheel better than Broken Windows? Not necessarily. Especially against Ripper right here, Broken Windows would definitely be a lot better than something like Flywheel. Flywheel, I mean... You're going to flywheel a chip hit, especially nowadays, you know. But maybe back then that wouldn't be the case. But nowadays, you're always going to flywheel a chip hit. Unless they just choose to do the big foggy blade. Who knows? He's throwing a rain cloud when we're preparing for endgame. That rain cloud was completely useless from our teammate Cozy right here. I don't understand why he would throw a rain cloud. We're in a position where as long as he gets this rescue, we in theory could get 4 people alive. Of course, Doctor isn't that borrowed. I'm sure he would have loved to have that cloud back instead of being on a 13-second cooldown when he's getting cut off. Really smart place from our Meteor right there. I mean, on top of that, she was just literally out in the open. She was literally out in the open, not even thinking about her positioning, it seems like. Just thinking about Gravekeeper, whose heal is not even going to pay off because he's not going to take the heal. Why would he take the heal? As long as she gets the rescue off, we should be fine. But she doesn't get the rescue off, so now, unfortunately, the heal kind of goes to waste. He should have taken the heal, but I mean, how could he have known? Right? Okay, maybe we have a shot here. I'm not going to rescue quite yet. He actually closed the warp very early, so maybe he'll have time to actually prime it. Who knows? Yeah, we know, dog. We know, bro. We know. Okay, I'm not sure why Gravekeeper is not going to do the cipher. It looks like he's running towards the chair. Okay, no, it looks like he's kiting actually. Okay, we're gonna have to heal her. If we can't heal her, we're just gonna have to body block. I think this is going to be a pretty good body block. Let's see. She's not looking behind her. She's not looking behind herself. I'd like to see where he swings. I'm not going to vault in case she wants to vault back. And now we're going to... Man, what is she waiting on? Okay. Pretty good body block. I'm not going to move out the way. She should really move, though. She shouldn't be standing here. Because if she leaves Shaq... I'm not sure why she's standing here. She should leave Shaq. She should leave Shaq because this Ripper has no reason to leave right now. We might be the chase target now, though. Looks like we are. Okay. As long as we get hit behind a pallet, which is actually going to be difficult because we don't have the good pallet here anymore. Okay, never mind. We're fine. Too bad we don't have a shock anymore, but maybe we'll get it back. Who knows? But if we touch this gate, we're not going to be able to. Alright, let's just do this gate. Okay, no ping from the Gravekeeper. My random senses were tingling that someone was getting chased and not talking about it, so that's why I went ahead and did the gate. I mean, honestly, he could have just as easily gotten screwed, but most likely he would have came for me already, right? That warp is not going to reach. He's too far in the corner of the map. We can just do this gate. Warp only goes 60 meters. That's at least 100 meters, if not more. Yeah, it looks like a lot more. He's not even close. We don't even have a heartbeat yet. Or maybe he went backwards. Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to check for tonight's and then go back to chair. Well, there you go. We saved the game. We weren't even playing a harasser and we saved the game. That was great. Otherwise, we would have been so screwed. And I'm guessing we... I don't know what happened with that cipher. I don't know what happened with that cipher. The cipher was only 60. We ended up stalling for long enough anyway. Could have sworn that cipher was a little bit more than 60 when I was on the connection. I don't really remember. Either way, let's just start the next match. You think she used Rainfall? Yeah, I do wonder. Did she use Rainfall, guys? Did she use Rainfall? What's up, Bunny Jelly? What's up, Dandy TV? Welcome, guys. Dude, Dandy TV's had, like, the same profile for years now. Bro, every single day, every single time, the few times I see Dandy TV, it's like this like, old man here. Every single time, dude. Oh, God, I probably should have waited. Probably should have let my man match out here. I guess we're carrying him again. It would have been unlikely to win that match. That Doctor doesn't have borrowed time. The only way we could win that match is if Meteor body blocks for the Doctor and the body block hit cannot be a Foggy Blade. I mean, there's only so much you can do about that. You know, you have to stick by the Doctor, but if you stick by the Doctor, then you make it easier to get a Foggy Blade hit without borrowed time. That's basically no good. Yeah, I noticed you changed yours. I noticed you changed yours. You've had Geisha for the longest time. Finally, you decided to change. That was a situation where Flywheel was actually better than Braconos, by the way. Very rare instance. I mean, it's actually not that rare. Listen, over the years, I have come to realize that maybe I have thrown Flywheel a little bit under the bus. Just a little bit. I think Flywheel is a little bit better than I give credit for. I still think if you want a kite, just a safer kite, an easier kite, I think Broken Windows is the way. Broken Windows is also going to allow you to more efficiently use your kiting area without having to worry about how you're going to reach the next area, because once you use an area, you can use a Broken Windows boost or a pal boost from like a garbage pal you dropped earlier that the hunter just walked around. Still gave you time, but then the next time you pass by that pal, you're going to get a Broken Windows speed boost, or at least in that case, a pallet speed boost. Or like, let's say right here at Ruins, this window right here is going to be a great transition to go to Shack. That's how you use Broken Windows in this area. You use that to get to Shack. And it's great there. It's really good in that kind of a situation. But we're not going to be doing that. Tends to be, we probably shouldn't have connected there because we don't care about finishing that cipher as soon as possible. I mean, really with Prisoner, you're not supposed to send connection to anyone early game. Unless it's a critical cipher machine, which critical cipher machines usually only happen later on in the game when you guys are down to like 2 ciphers remaining. Then you might have like a cipher that the hunter might be interested in chasing after, whether that be in a bad area or just they need to guard the cipher. Every little bit of progress could matter there, but early game not so much. So we're not gonna send energy to anyone right here. Nice haircut, thank you, Tata. I need to experiment with my hair more. I've been thinking about branching out. I actually got styling powder. I told myself I would get styling powder for years, ever since the first haircut I got from my barber. That was years ago now. And yeah. Maybe we'll finally do something. Also got a comb, because using a brush is fine. Using a brush is alright, but it's really hard to get in the deep sections of my hair. Comb will be a nice... A lot easier, a lot nicer to comb my hair. I mean, I'm saying that, but I'm actually not too confident. You can tell I'm not too confident because I don't really know what I'm doing. But I guess it's better to start sooner than later, right? Well, I started later. Okay, and I just vaulted into him. That's why I paced to know how to fast fall, guys. That's not a hit. Not even a charge attack wouldn't hit there. Maybe he's stupid enough to break the connection. Maybe he wastes his time breaking the connection. I don't care about the 5% decode. It would give our team a lot more... Oh, God. There goes another great cloud from our teammate, dog. They're a great cloud from Cozy right here. Great cloud. That's, reset recovery. At least you didn't get him, right? We got that going for us. We're working with literally crumbs out here. I did an amazing body block last game. Meteor can't even throw a cloud to save her life. Whether that be the biggest... I mean, I'm assuming it was the biggest cloud, right? Maybe if she threw a small cloud, I guess I understand why she's a little bit more hesitant. Or, I don't know at this point. We might... This is a situation where we might want to help out that cipher machine right here. Because this looks like we're going to want to finish it at some point. Even though it is kind of a bad cipher machine. The hunter's at the cipher machine. Why is this guy leaving? Is he going to support? I guess he's coming to support. Unfortunately, the knight is running away from her, which is going to give her not a good angle to throw a cloud to push the hunter. We're just going to try to pop that cipher machine. It's a lot more dangerous than statue right here. Statue's a lot safer to decode than the front gate, especially against Wu Chang. So we can finish that cipher. Even if we don't finish it, just help it out. Give it like 20% more than when the whoever that is, Toy Merchant, left it. Every little bit counts. Cipher's definitely a priority right now. I don't expect this knight to kite forever. I'm not really thinking too much about efficiency in terms of deco. Looks like he is committing, though, from the sound of that umbrella. We're going to go ahead and help out this person right here now. We're going to not lose as much transmission now. Yep, he does go down. That probably was a syringe, if I had to guess. So our merchant should be able to finish her cipher on her own at this point. My cipher's going to be done here. And I don't think we're going to be able to finish the statue cipher. The best thing to do would be to heal right now and not push that cipher machine, because Wu Ching is obviously going to teleport here. There's no way you're going to finish that cipher on time, but she doesn't know that. How would she know that, guys? How would she know that? I've only seen this player playing Identity 5 for literally years. Unless he doesn't use the teleport, I guess. I guess then we'd be fine. Maybe he's on a cooldown? He did use the umbrella not too long ago. I mean, I guess that's the one way. Maybe they counted the cooldown to the exact second. Who knows? Okay, and we had an extra cipher machine this whole time. So I was helping on a cipher machine for no reason. We had an extra cipher this whole time. Well, it doesn't really. It sucks. It sucks. Definitely it sucks. There's the blink. At least there's no teleport, but I didn't hear an umbrella. Probably still has the umbrella up. 28% cloud. That's basically the equivalent of no item. Guys, that's basically the equivalent of no item, right? Alright, dog, get in here. Alright, she made it. Cloud for BM. We did tie. We tied with a whole extra 80% not worked on. God damn, bro. God damn, bro. What's new? What's new in I-95? I guess I should have popped it, but something tells me either way, meteorologist coming back to do the statue cipher. We're gonna definitely let Cozy match here. Stop ignoring my question, Psyche. When will there be a collab with Zeus IDV? I've never talked with Zeus about a collab. I've talked with him, but not about a collab. Psyche, I was watching one of your previous streams where you say you don't think Omni should go to China. Well, maybe if you join Omni, you could go to China. Goddamn, bro, they keep going to China. You're right. You're right. Every single time I join any Koa team, I never get to China. We've gotten close. Well, honestly, we got ripped off. Like, the one time I was with Green and we had Momo, that was probably the best Koa team I've been on. Ever. With Green, with Momo, I mean, bro, these players know what they're doing. I mean, look at Green. Green is in B4U. If anyone didn't believe me that Green is one of the best players in IDB, B4U took him. All right? And look at how great the team is better off now. In terms of the Survivor gameplay is so much cleaner. I like it a lot better than the past. But anyway, I mean, I'm also a big fan of Green. I mean, me and Green play. I mean, I have Green as like one of my duos. If Green can play, I play with Green. So I guess it's not a surprise that I'm biased. But basically, Green's a great player. All right. And we lost because, I mean, bro, our coaches, of course, had something to say about, oh, this match went this way and this way because you guys messed up here. Bro, we were going to win that match if one thing I've never seen in this game didn't happen. Hunter was playing Clerk. We got a pallet stun, but my teammate got hit on the pallet stun, okay? All right. It was a Clerk. He recorded the pallet stun too. So he dropped the pallet and you cannot vault the pallet anymore because Clerk ended the recording. Okay? That's fine. You go left, you go right, you should be able to be fine, right? He couldn't go left. He couldn't go right. He was actually body blocked. I've never seen that before. That at the 3 pallet on hospital, he got body blocked. He got a pallet stun. I don't even remember who it was. I think it might have been Green. Or it doesn't really matter who. That could have happened to anyone. Literally right here. Right here, we got so BS'd that our teammate right here threw this pallet right there. He stunned. He stunned the Hunter. The Hunter got pushed. I need a different color, dog. I need a different color. He was over here. He was stuck over here. And the Hunter was stuck with him right in front of him right here. And of course, when you drop that pallet, there's a pallet in your way. But he blocked. The Clerk blocked the pallet. So you try to go left here. You try to go right here, and the Clerk was body blocking. The Clerk was body blocking while she was stunned. There was nothing he could do. He just took 2 hits in a matter of 2 seconds, and we were screwed because everyone was half health. We were absolutely screwed. I mean, again, like maybe he shouldn't have been there at the wrong time, but bro, he should have survived. He should have survived. We should have won that. We should have won that. And Omni got away with that. That's some BS right there. Absolute BS. Also, the music died. What's new? Dog, finally. Am I friends with this guy? Can I just track when he gets a match? I should friend him just so I can dodge him. Have you ever thought about quitting I-95? No. Bro, what kind of question is that? That was such a salty tournament match. That was awful. That was when I was with Fusion. That not the original Fusion with Mushin, but a different Fusion. Was our Hunter Mushin though? In Fusion? I don't even remember who our Hunter was. Maybe our Hunter also was Mushin. I don't remember. That was so dumb. That was so dumb. They got away with that. They got away with that. Like, I swear, every single year, I have to see, like Agrima of all players as a survivor on Omni. Like, bro, when I saw that, I'm like, seriously? Agrima is a co-op player and I'm not up there? Seriously? Agrima is apparently better than me now, okay? Listen, no offense to Agrima, but Agrima is not better than me. I'm saying right here, Agrima is not better than me. And any of those survivors on Omni are not better than me. It's literally that simple. They weren't better than Green. They weren't better than me. They weren't better than Momo. Bro, I think all of us were better players. We just screwed up, and we got screwed over by the game at the same time. Oh, I think our Hunter was, I don't remember. Our sub-Hunter was Dreamer. Dreamer never even got to hunt. Was Faf on the team? I don't even remember. You can give me any name you want. I won't remember. The problem with Mushin in tournaments is Mushin is such a great hunter, but Mushin in tournaments, something always happens with Mushin. He just gets really nervous. I remember that was a big problem the one time I was on a team with him. I mean, literally, he plays his main, Geisha. Geisha, one of his best hunters of all time. Literally known for playing Geisha. And against the forward, he dashes before the forward dashes. So what was the point then? Everyone knows that when you dash against Geisha with your football, she just catches right back up with the butterfly. No, Geisha's going to dash first. Right. Unless you're like behind a window or pallet. He was not behind a window or pallet. He just dashed first and then forward just footballed away. Like, there's not a whole lot to do about that. I mean, I think Mushin knows not to do that. It's just like he was nervous or something like that, and a lot of examples like that happen. We got Archer. I mean, this year we got 0-2 to Omni. I don't even remember what happened at this point. Like, oh, I remember. This is why I don't like to remember. Because I just become depressed. This is why I choose not to remember. Great. Dude, I'm so glad when I was about to pick prisoner, my prisoner got replaced with a random prisoner who's got no borrowed. Apparently this guy must know what he's doing, right, guys? He must know what he's doing. Alright. Whatever. Play Puppet. Puppet, I would never play Puppet as a rescuer. If I played Puppet, it wouldn't be with Tide. Okay, because if I played Puppet with Tide, why did I just do that? I could have played Mercenary, I could have played Gravekeeper. Any of those options would have been better. The only option wouldn't be better would be, I don't know, against Opera Singer, which not many people are playing Opera Singer for some reason. So Mercenary is just a better option. Puppeteer at least has regular decoy. I mean, I can't say Mercenary is a better option. Especially if you mess up an elbow pad. He does decode much slower, but I mean, dog. At worst case, dog. At worst case, you got Gravekeeper, which Gravekeeper is, at this point, undoubtedly a better rescuer than Puppet. I'll tell you the one thing Puppet can do. I'll tell you the one thing that Puppet can do. Puppet's one of the few rescuers in the game that can get Terror Shocked and still survive and get the rescue off. But that is such a small consideration. Like, how often do Terror Shocks on rescues happen? What kind of rescuer gets Terror Shocked that often on rescuers that they want to play Puppet because that's an actual consideration? No. No, you're never going to consider that. By the same logic, Mercenary should be used. But no one plays Mercenary to avoid getting Terror Shock. I mean, if you get Terror Shock as Mercenary, yeah, you made the rescue, but Mercenary doesn't have anything to help his teammate rebound. His teammate's most likely just going to go down. Same thing with Puppet. What are you going to do? You're going to body block for them afterwards? With Puppet and waste another Puppet? There's one last thing. This is a huge problem with Puppet Tide. This is the biggest one that I even forgot to mention. When someone asked me last stream, why is Puppet Tide not good? I said because there's better rescuers. But you know the biggest problem? Because in this game is very simple compared to Dead by Daylight. You have one person who gets targeted. And in this game, the best thing to do as a hunter is to target one person and kill them and tunnel them. That is generally the best thing to do, almost always. So what does that mean? That means you're going to have one guy go down and on chair. You're going to need someone to rescue that guy. Everyone else is going to be full health. Now, normally that's not a big problem because you know what happens? You just have everyone else heal your rescuer. If you guys had a situation where the kiter did not do a long enough kite and you're just going to let them die on the second chair and you're just going to heal up the rescuer, you can't do that with Puppet because everyone is full health. And Puppet can only heal people to heal himself. We are going to take this rescue here. It's a free rescue. He could use his umbrella. Maybe she has a flag. Okay, she's actually kiting here. I was not expecting that she would choose this pallet. I'm very surprised that she chose this pallet. Hopefully she'll survive here. This is going to be a difficult pallet to survive on at this point. Okay. I'm not sure what cipher we should do at this point. Doctor just kind of finished it right there. I mean, prisoner's connected to that one. Very unlikely that has any progress. It's not even shaking. It's not shaking, right? I don't see it shaking. I'm heading to Taylor's shop to decode. I guess we're going to rescue here. Why is tunneling so frowned upon in Dead by Daylight? Because people are older there and more butthurt and more focused on having fun and not so much about how to play the game right. In terms of tournaments, it is also very much better to tunnel in Dead by Daylight. It's actually no different. I've looked into it. And it is, in fact, most of the time better to tunnel, even in Dead by Daylight. Bell. Bell. There's the bell. The problem with the bell now is that he doesn't have the bell for the archer. So that was a great bait. Hopefully she won't walk into the umbrella here. She did get soul siphoned, so we're just going to take the hit for her. I'm going to commit to this. We do have quite a bit of decode. There's not a whole lot I can do at this point except just die away from her. We're going to go down before we can body block again. Mercenary just doesn't last that long anymore like he used to. When he took 15 seconds to bleed out, we could just keep following the archer there. But if we follow the archer, I guess maybe the one consideration is we could die on top of her, but that's assuming she stays in the same kiting area, which turns out she did. But that's a very bad kiting area. Like, she's going to die very quickly there. He's just soul siphoning to the other gate. Okay. But he still could umbrella. It's so hard to see from this angle. Yeah, we're just going to play it safe. If I could get healed by the doctor... Okay, thanks, prisoner, for pinging. That's great info. That's great info for him. For us as well. We could have just been doing the game, but nope. That really sucks. Like, I don't care if the hunter's chasing you or not. Hunters near me means more than just chasing you. That also means that you have a heartbeat. Which is honestly more important than whether you're getting chased or not. Knowing where the hunter is. That's why you say hunter's near me. You're not saying it because you're getting chased. You're saying it so that you can tell your teammates where the hunter is. Because knowing where the hunter is just as important as the hunter knowing where the survivors are. If you don't know where the survivors are as hunter, you're not doing a very good job as hunter. Alright, it's literally that simple. Right? So it's just as important as survivor. If you don't know where the hunter is, you're opening yourself up to surprise attacks. You're opening yourself up to not having a plan about where to kite. Because you don't know, if you don't know which direction the hunter's coming from, you might run to a pallet where it's very good if the hunter runs from the opposite side, but with the side they're coming from, you put yourself at a pallet where they can easily walk around, right? Or something like that. You're choosing a pallet or a kiting area that is worse than if you just had more info knowing where the hunter is. I mean, in the prisoner's case, he's the first one to get chased. He's the first one to have a heartbeat. He needs to have a plan for either situation. I mean, hotel, it's pretty simple, I would say, right? Just run upstairs, but in either case. Point is, it's just helpful to say hunter's near me so we know where the hunter is. It's very annoying, especially against something like Wu Chang when we're playing it safe and it turns out he was chasing someone the whole time. Or maybe, let's just say the person was extra stupid and decided to hide at a hotel instead of stand on the second floor to use the good upstairs pallet. Right? Let's say he played that unnecessary risk. You can still say hunter's near me even if you get found and hit. You can say that way before. As soon as you get a heartbeat, you can already start saying that. And if the hunter randomly walks up on you, finds your hiding spot, and then kills you on the spot instantly, well, yeah, at least you should have already been pinging that at the time, right? I don't know, it just pisses me off a little bit. But we're fine. We still got the tie in the end. Is the chat not working today, or what? H. Okay, chat is working. Anyway, there's also another reason why tunneling is more frowned upon in Dead by Daylight. It's because in tunneling in Dead by Daylight is not as necessary because you have great perks that support not tunneling. And we're talking about perks like having detention for 20 seconds on a certain person after you put someone on chair. I'm just going to use Identity 5, a terminology so people understand for those who have not played Dead by Daylight. When you chair someone in Dead by Daylight, there is an ability, this is just one example, it doesn't work on all hunters, but this is just one example that could work on some hunters. When you chair someone, you get detention on one specific person, so that encourages you to leave the chair and go find that one person within the next 20 seconds. It's in something like Identity 5, that would be almost impossible, but there are hunters to do that in Dead by Daylight. First officer already uses pocket watch, okay. He's still using his pocket watch. I guess he has a heartbeat, he's worried about getting chased. Even if you don't hit the hunter with the pocket watch, you do give yourself a 10% movement speed buff, which is still fine. Also, you keep the pocket watch going in case she does come back and you need to hit her with the third chick of the pocket watch. But if you're not getting chased anymore, you can stop wasting the watches, because the sooner you stop using the watches, the sooner you'll get the cooldown for the next one. In case she does choose to come back after like 20 seconds, you'll have it, instead of checking it for a third time for no reason, you're going to have it a little bit sooner. Also, you're going to get a deco buff sooner from the watch if you let it run out. So that's if you don't get chased. Obviously, you don't care about the deco buff if you were getting chased. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. I'm not a big fan of First Officer because right there, Gravekeeper right there, if she leaves you when you shovel down, you still have 2 shovels. Granted, the second shovel is half, but half is more than enough. Gravekeeper shovel lasts like, what, 35 seconds by default. Half shovel is still 17 seconds. That's still insanely good. I mean, bro, Seer's Owl used to last 16 seconds. Think about that. And meanwhile, Gravekeeper has 2 shovels that last 35 seconds. You have to address the shovel. I mean, we had hunters back then that chose not to hit the owl. They just chose to give that guaranteed 16-second kite time. And if that was worth it back then, and that was such a huge time loss, by the way, to do that as hunter, but honestly, sometimes it is your best play. If that's something that even against Seer was worth back then you can imagine waiting out a shovel is game losing. You have to address the shovel. But he's opening a chest, okay. I guess so. It's fine. We can heal him. It doesn't like really do us any good to have him run to me in Tide because I can't heal him anyway. So honestly, this guy is actually making pretty good use of his time here. He knows there's no point running to someone with Tide Turner. He opened up a chest first. I wonder what he got. We can't see it right now because we're healing him. We can only see it in his hand. He's not going to make this rescue though. I mean, he could. He could if he really wants to. Maybe he got a good item that, like an elbow pad. I don't see elbow pads in his hands, though. Or on his wrist. Okay, looks like we're both getting pressured right now. Or not me, but Lawyer's getting pressured. Okay, so he's for sure going to get that cipher done. I'm just going to start working on this one. Let's see if he actually makes the rescue. I mean, we could have connected so that Lawyer can help me out a little bit, but it would have been so little. I don't think it's even worth it. Let's just get the 5% buff from keeping another cipher up. Unfortunately, we don't get anything. Body block is tough, especially against Geisha. You know, short walls, we might want to consider a teleport here. It's always good to have an extra cipher. I mean, this is still fine. 2-story is a very annoying cipher to deal with late game. I mean, even though these ciphers are right next to each other, there's a very big difference in distance with the ciphers. So, like, going from 2-story to Graveyard is very easy. But going from Graveyard to 2-story is very difficult. She's actually going up there just to break the transmission, which is great. That's what we want. That cipher's at this point just bait. It's literally just bait at this point. We're just going to see what she does. Yep. And we do have the Weber's Law here. Man, I don't like this kiting area, though. We can use the shock if she dashes. Oh, we still have to wait it out. Ah, unfortunate. See, she's actually, looks like she might want to switch targets here. Okay, I do hate this, but we do have to stay here. Okay. At the very least, we're at the edge of the map right now. So when we die, this is going to be a very long chair. We're going to have more than enough time to get ciphers going. She has to make a choice here. If she picks me up, she's going to guarantee we get ciphers done. And we have 2 ciphers being worked on right now that she doesn't have much choice but to pick up. This is a great last cipher. If you know that you're just relying on your abilities to survive the Hunter's ability and you don't have much more afterwards, you may as well just go to a pallet that's good enough to survive until their next ability, but also very far from a rocket chair. And that just takes 10 seconds to chair. That's a great thing for US survivors. Also, it gives me time to get my next ability back up. So you see right here? Hopefully he waits a little longer. I don't have it up yet. There's no way to communicate, though. I can only communicate the cooldown. Unfortunately, a little bit of a body block right there. Window is really bad against Geisha. I don't think we want to use that. The best thing you can use against Geisha is like these tight kite pallets, where you keep going in a circle like this. Is someone running next to me? I hear footsteps, like someone's running next to me, but maybe that's just me. Like, I hear it in one headphone, but I don't hear it in my other headphone. Okay, anyway, I don't have a heartbeat. I'm just going to ping Hunter change target. We might even get our next flywheel up here, but probably not before we get the gate open. I don't think it's going to be worth helping out the game. I mean, maybe we should. Let's help it out. He's probably closer to the hunter. It's so hard to say because I don't know where the lawyer is right now. Lawyer, I wish lawyer would tell us where he is. Of course he doesn't. Why would he? Oh, this is gonna be bad. That sucks. I pressed the button, but I guess I wasn't close enough to the pallet. He's actually gonna pick himself up here, and he's gonna have more than enough time to pick himself up here. That shock was already great. Impact does not reduce healing time on the ground. It only reduces healing time when you're still alive. Incapacitated does not count anymore. It doesn't say here, but it does say when you look at it in the Persona Web ability. When you look in the Persona Web, it does say that it does not reduce self-healing speed when on the ground. Man, I wonder if we can get dungeon here. That would be really nice. We do have flywheel, so we have a counter to 1-dash. No, but we're so screwed here. Just kind of cornered. We're not even going to have time for our next shock here, unfortunately. Maybe we can predict? I was thinking about a dash. Whew! We're actually going to get our next shock up now. Ah, damn. That's really annoying. Maybe Tramp can help us out here? Please, Tram. No, I needed you to go sooner. Man, if Tram went sooner, we actually could have run her over with the Tram, but a little bit unlucky there. I mean, it's unlikely for Tram to help us there, but I was trying to set it up so that we're walking in an area where the Tram might run her over if we keep her in a stun. Unfortunately, it did not happen. It was our best bet there. We could run to the pallets, but pallets is not going to save us in the long run. We need to think about an escape for dungeon. That's our best bet. Tram was not for BM. Tram was an actual strategy there. I was trying to stun her, get out of the way of the Tram, but keep her in there so that she gets run over. No, that was an actual thing. That was going to be an actual strategy. And unfortunately, Tram was just 1 second off. You could have also ridden the Tram? No, we couldn't have. Tram was too far away. Tram would have left us before we could have ridden it. And also, what's the point of riding it? Geisha can just fly up in the air, reach the other location that Tram stops at. It leaves us off in an area with no pallets, no windows. Even dungeon would not be possible because she can get to it before we can. Dungeon, getting on Tram is not an option either. Getting in Tram is the same thing as going to the pallets. We survive, but we're going to die. We're not going to get to dungeon. We need to think of a strategy to get to dungeon. Going on Tram is not a strategy to get to dungeon. We will die if she knows what to do. As long as she knows how to play that, we will die. And I'm almost certain that she knows how to play that. She's gone up in the air at least once that game. She knows it exists. Also with the buff, the buff to that Geisha ability means that it's actually viable using a situation like that. You use it and your next dash is only 4 seconds long. So she can use that. She'll go quite a far distance. She won't kill us at the stop, but she'll reach dungeon before we do. With no flywheel, no shock, there's no point. We can't survive. It drops us off in an area where we can go left, we can go right. It doesn't matter. We have an area with no pallets. And if she's really smart, she's not even going to approach the Tram from either side. She's gonna let the Tram leave so that we're not letting her, because she doesn't want to let us see where she is and then have us run around the Tram away from her. And then maybe we can get dungeon then, right? Assuming it is there, which I don't even remember if it's there. But if it's there, it wouldn't matter. If she's really smart, that's what she would do. She would wait for Tram to leave because she knows I'm waiting to see which side of the Tram she comes around. And then when Tram leaves, I'm out in the open. There's nothing I can do. So no, yes, we can ride the Tram, but Tram would not help us. Anyway, back to the Dead by Daylight thing. I don't know why people are so salty about tunneling in Dead by Daylight. People are salty about a lot of things in Dead by Daylight. Like, they're salty when people just play the best builds. Because a lot of people, I don't know. It's really difficult to say. Biggest problem with Dead by Daylight, in my opinion, the biggest reason you have this kind of issues because there's no separate modes for ranked, and there's no separate modes for quick match. Bro, could you imagine the hell Identify would be if there was only quick match and quick match decided your leaderboard rank, your high tier rank? I would hate it. I would hate it because a big part of how I play this game is I keep my hunter rank low so that I can quickly get matches as hunter, or maybe just have some fun playing hunter, maybe just farm up some dice as hunter. And I have my main faction be survivor, and I play survivor very seriously. I focus on survivor. This is what I really focus on. And I go to rank to get better at survivor. I don't go to quick match to get better at survivor. So if you had to go through a quick match and you want to be a tryhard and you want to face tryhard hunters, you're gonna not face tryhard hunters very often because it's quick match. But then at the same time, you're gonna have low tiers or people who just play the game casually, but because they play quick match, their rank just gradually goes up. That's the problem with the Badale, is that you just play every once in a while. Your rank's gonna gradually go up, and you're gonna face these tryhards, right? When you don't have all the persona perks unlocked. That is the next problem with Dead by Daylight, is that even if you wanted to go try hard, you couldn't. You can't. You can't because it's such a grind. Farming unlockable perks to put on all your survivors. Which then brings me to a third problem of why I don't like Dead by Daylight, is that it doesn't matter what survivor you pick. It just matters if you unlock it. It's just one big grind. Like, once you unlock the best perks on every survivor, you, in theory... I'm going to leave that cipher for my teammate right here in case he wants to grab it next. It is the next closest cipher. In theory... Where is the cipher? There it is. In theory, you could just grind, even if you grind out every survivor, right? And you bought every survivor, and some survivors are not available for any currency except money, which is even worse. Some of the best perks can be locked behind money. Another fourth issue of Dead by Daylight is that you can't even play the game high tier unless you start spending money, and a lot of it on top of it. Unless there's a huge discount. If there's a huge discount, like for an anniversary, there's one time a huge discount. Like, they give you double. They give you double the whatever the currency was for money in that game. Like, double's a huge amount. So you tell me I can get everything off at a 50% discount? Like, damn, now that's actually not so bad. All right. And even then, you don't have to buy all the characters. You just buy the ones with the best perks. The problem if you're new to Dead by Daylight is you don't know what the best perks are, right? You're investing money into something you don't know if it is even going to be good, which is that's a huge problem, by the way, of like this kind of system where you put the best perks on a survivor and you have to test them. You don't know if they're the best perks until you test them, which is very ironic. I mean, so many issues with Dead by Daylight. I can keep going and going and going. Don't get me wrong. I love Dead by Daylight the same way I love Iron 5. I love the concept of the games. That's why I play Iron 5, because I love the concept of like survivors working together against one hunter, and you as survivors, you don't have any way to kill your opponent. Your opponent's always going to be around. You can only outrun them. You can only stall. It becomes like a time game almost in a way, but still a very enjoyable one. I really like it. And so I tried Dead by Daylight. I'm like, okay, maybe Dead by Daylight is good, right? Oh my god, this whole time I thought, I don't know, why did I think this whole time someone was on that cipher? I guess because no one's pinging, right? Hard to tell where everyone is if no one is pinging. Not my psychologist, not my character. Maybe they were. I just probably wasn't paying attention. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We wouldn't be able to pop this cipher on a connection. We would still have to spend time walking here. So if you have, the whole point of Prisoner is you finish a cipher without having to walk there. If you have to walk to it in the end, then you just put yourself on a decode deficit for no reason. I mean, yes, the cipher would be ahead, but you also have to remember that you were at in this case, I think a negative 10% slower decode debuff for no reason. For no reason. So you're really just a regular survivor decoding. Prisoner by default has a 10% speed buff for decoding. And if you don't finish another cipher from far or give a survivor another reason, I mean, dog, I would love to go rescue here, but my Gravekeeper is preparing for rescue, so it doesn't really make sense for me to get up my cipher. We're just going to have to eat the hits. Man, this is a very strange rock. This rock is blue? Whew! Oh my god. 2 times I could have popped. That's a beautiful pop, though. I'm so glad that I messed up the Insta Prime, because those milliseconds actually mattered. That still would have been a pretty good pop, even if I never got on for those 0.2 milliseconds. Right, or I guess in this case 2 milliseconds, right? Because a millisecond is... Anyway. Is it going to matter, though? Is he still going to be able to get to this gate? What do we have here? We don't have the good palette. We have this palette, which is not so bad. Man, I wish Psychologists would, like, get away from here. Because this is not... We're not going to be able to open the gate in time. Unless he goes back to chair. Like, we're taking a huge risk here. I guess it's a 50-50, right? She's hoping that the hunter goes back to chair. Okay. That's fair. Like, it's just as likely that he goes for gate. I feel like it's more likely he goes for gate, but I totally get it. She doesn't have any ability to Kai with. Really, the best person to pressure rescue would actually be me, because I'm also the best survivor who could escape out the gate in case something goes wrong. So many ties today? Well, I mean, people are playing pretty mediocre today, so if I'm not first Kai, we're not gonna... I mean, you gotta remember, we actually would have lost this game if I didn't come in and save my teammate right there, so... Honestly, this could have been a loss. This most likely would have been a loss if anyone but me was in that situation. I'm not gonna go over all these games, but yeah, you're right. A lot of ties. What does that say? Fool's gold. I'm not like going too in depth about every single survivor, because at the end of the day, some survivors, they make a mistake. They might actually be good players, but they make a mistake. I don't think Cozy is a great survivor, but I'll give the rest of them a benefit of the doubt. I've matched with Cozy enough times where I don't think I'd want to match with them. And not just today, I mean like all the time. They rescued at 51% chair? I didn't even notice that. Okay. No wonder that guy was down in a second chair. I'm like, okay, he should be alive, right? Oh, he's dead? I guess the chair just passed by really quickly, guys. Apparently 2 rescues went by just like that, huh? Right? Okay, that explains a lot, though. So yeah, I really like Identity 5, you know? And when I play Dead by Daylight, it's not like Dead by Daylight's any worse. It does frustrate me, and this is 6th issue Dead by Daylight. I don't even know what number issue we're on Dead by Daylight. Is that even if I ignore all the problems with how survivors are not unique, it's really just a grind fest. Even if you want to grind, it's all locked behind. A lot of them are locked behind a paywall. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. Like, when I say a lot, I don't mean like 5 or 6. I mean like seriously, a lot of the survivors and hunters they release nowadays are crossovers, right? They, for example, I don't know, the Halloween crossover, they introduced Michael Myers, one of the first crossovers they ever did. That's only available with money because it's a crossover. I don't know why they do this kind of rule. They just do this kind of rule, and I don't know why. No! Whew, that's why you memorize where your builds are. I think I recently changed the location of one of my builds. I don't know why I had broken windows. Why am I in hospital? Get out of there! I'm not prisoner of this game. I'm surprised the prisoner's not even asking to get his spot. He's literally just staring in disbelief. People don't even request response, bro. They literally just look at it. Oh, Archer's by hospital. That makes perfect sense. Or I don't know. He didn't request it though. Everyone's watching me spawn in hospital, not saying anything. I guess they can't say anything now. But yeah, even if I ignore all those problems with Dead by Daylight, there is like another issue, which is that I play a Dead by Daylight map, and not only are there like 5 of the same farm maps, so it's hard to tell which of the 5 farm maps I'm playing on, or like there's a map that's similar to Arms Factory. It's called the Macmillan Estate, and there's like 5 of them that are just, it's the same walls, it's the same tiles, but they have different buildings. And as a new player, do you have any idea how long it takes to tell apart which kind of Macmillan, think about it like this. Imagine they took Arms Factory and they got rid of the shack, they got rid of the factory, and they put 2 brand new buildings. But everything else is almost the same, where they reuse the walls, they reuse the textures, they reuse the grass, they reuse like the sky and everything. So if you just start playing this game, you don't even know what kind of Arms Factory you're on. Are you on the Arms Factory with a factory and shack? Or are you on the Arms Factory with, I don't know, a 2-story bell tower and like, I don't know, maybe a smaller shack or something like that? Like, which kind of Arms Factory are you on? That's a big problem with Dead by Daylight, is that it's hard to even know which kind of map you're on because they all blend in. The only times they don't blend is when you're actually in a different realm. When you're not on the Arms Factory realm, you're on the hospital realm. But even then, it gets confusing because the hospital realm also has a church version, right? I guess that one's more obvious. It's easier to tell those 2 apart because they have the main building in the center of the map. But even then, it's still harder to tell. And if you thought, okay, well, surely, Psyche, even then, it wouldn't be that hard, right? You can tell apart by the pallet areas, right? Even if you're not by the main buildings. No, you can't as a new player because there's another problem, the 7th problem, that they reuse pallet areas. They literally copy-paste. I'm literally telling you, they copy-paste pallet areas. So let's go back to the arms factory analogy where you got 2 different kinds of arms factory. Imagine there were only 4 different kinds of pallet areas, right? Maybe a pallet area with like 2 pallets, maybe a pallet area with 1 window, 1 pallet, maybe a pallet area with just 1 pallet, maybe a pallet area with just 1 window, and they just copy paste that all around the map. That's literally Dead by Daylight. That's one of my biggest problems with Dead by Daylight is that it's as if it wasn't hard enough to tell. It's so boring that every single map is almost exactly the same. Like, not just down to the looks, but also down to the pallet areas. Like, it's actually kind of ridiculous. Ugh. Probably should focus up here since I don't play Archer. I was about to cancel that on Flywheel, but he just soul siphoned. No. Is he behind the window? Oh, he's behind the window. He is confined. Probably not worth it at this point. Never mind, it is worth it. I would have loved it if I was inside that pallet. If he was inside that pallet. That would be great. Maybe he goes for us and then we would get a shot. But since he's not going to go for us, there's not a whole lot to do. I don't know if we're going to be able to save when it's critical here. It's going to be very hard. Okay, thankfully he's going to throw an umbrella. Oh, that was a bad play. It's tough because he moves so fast. This Gravekeeper's most likely going to die now. Actually, he will survive. No, that was barely out of range. Okay, sorry, bro. That really sucks. That really sucks. But maybe we can get dungeon. It's not over. It is hospital. We still have abilities that I don't really know how to use, if I'm being honest. This ability of Archer. That's such a huge downside right there. That's really unfortunate. I can't believe that bell was actually in range. I could have just walked to the side and avoided. But then we would have gotten hit by the 1000 presence bell if I waited on it. The dungeon is at West Ruins. That's a lie. It's not there. Okay. That's so unfortunate. It's a little bit unfortunate. Man, I probably should have waited around the corner of the pallet in case he walks through. That way I don't keep getting soul siphoned. On top of that, some Wuchings, they bait the flywheel. Some Wuchings bait the flywheel on top of that so you don't get soul siphoned. I don't know. Are any of you hunters good enough to think about something like that? Probably not. We probably could have just blindly flywheeled the full presence. Probably would have gotten away with it. It really sucks. Should have won that game. Too bad we missed that first shot, because then he had to waste a shovel because of that. Should be more patient with the shots, because... well, he did use a bell, though. He did use a bell. The Gravekeeper was in the middle of getting hit, if I don't force him to walk backwards at the very least. Think about it like this. If I wasn't there... I mean, we could have predicted that he walks backwards, or just been more accurate. We probably could have been more accurate, but... At the very least, even though we missed that first shot, it gave the Gravekeeper time to dig down for his shovel at the very least. But obviously it would be better to actually hit that shot so he doesn't just get hit immediately in a bad area. It's like he uses a shovel and he survives, but he's still in a bad area. And crossbow doesn't do enough. Black Wuching doesn't move fast enough for a crossbow to actually build up to 100 in time. How many Wuchings? It's probably just the same guy. It's probably just the same guy if I had to guess. Let's see. Yep, same guy. Same guy. It's the same guy. That Wuching is the same guy. We're really just facing the same Wuching. It's really just one Wuching. Wu Chang. Anyway, Wu Chang is a very good hunter for us to go against. Wu Chang is not a threatening hunter at all. It's just a little bit unfortunate. I just played that bad. But normally Wu Chang is a great hunter to go against because Wu Chang is just not good. He's not good enough. He trades away his chase for map mobility. Without good map mobility, it doesn't really matter. Sorry, without good chase, your map mobility doesn't make a difference. So yeah, I do wish. There's so many issues with Dead by Daylight and why I'm never going to play Dead by Daylight. I just don't enjoy the game. Even if Identity 5 died right now, I wouldn't play Dead by Daylight because I don't like Dead by Daylight. I like the concept of Dead by Daylight, but there are too many problems with Dead by Daylight. I'm not even talking about the bugs or the balance. The fact that Nurse is S tier in a game that's like 14 years old, on day 1, she's been S tier and still is, and barely got any nerfs. That's a whole other issue to unpack. I mean, it's not like Identity 5 is doing much better with Opera Singer, but I digress, you know. At the very least, they actually occasionally nerf some of these top tier hunters. Dead by Daylight, they don't even touch them. It's like they don't even exist. Man, seriously? This guy walked all the way across the map just to chase me? Good job, Weber's Law. But still don't see how we're going to survive here. Interesting. Why are we running excitement? That's so stupid. Actually going into low tier hunters today. Like triple Wu Chang excitement. Excitement and for who? For who? For Prospector? Because you're scared he's going to be that good at Prospector? That you need to run excitement for him? That's so annoying. That was actually such a good kite too. That was such a good kite. After she missed her second cat, that was looking like a GG kite. Because at that point, even if she hits her next 2 cats, it's just not going to be enough. At that point, I don't even have time to fly because this guy just insta-rescues. I mean, he kind of has to, but does he? The cats were very far away. He honestly didn't have to. This guy is so lucky. This Anne is so lucky, dude. Runs a stupid trade and actually gets away with it. Actually is better than Blink in this situation. But normally a very stupid trade to run. It's so sad. We do have Flyway, we do have Shock, but I don't think we're gonna be able to rebound off this chair. I'm really just dying away from the ciphers here. Even if we died out a better chair, how are we going to counter a cow with a Flyway? We can dodge out the way, but then she can still cross. She can still use her cross. This is just a very terrible hunter player, but they get away with it. You know, sometimes some of the worst hunters will win. I mean, guys, look at Omni. Literally look at Omni, dude. Should have been a winning kite right there. Running a terrible trade. Yeah, that's the problem with excitement, is that even if you take excitement on a full stunner team, you just risk one guy getting like a broken windows boost, and now your cats are useless. One mistake from you, multiple cats that you couldn't get a hit off, whether that be Weber's Law, whether that be a broken windows boost. No warp, you lose that game. You lose that game. You have all the protection you want against your stunners, and it doesn't even matter. Because you got 3 cypher kited. No one needs to harass anymore. Like, taking excitement, even against a full stunner team, is a very difficult choice to do as Hunter. This is something that only Operas can do. Only something like maybe Hula Baloo can do, or Go-Man. Because these Hunters, they have such good chase that they honestly don't necessarily even need a trade. They can use traits to prevent any other slowdowns after they finish their chase. Like Harassers, great example. Right? Those Hunters can afford to run excitement. But even then, they lose out on map pressure. They lose out on that guaranteed tie kill as Opera Singer, you know? I mean, bro. I guess I should just play around excitement, right? I should play around excitement. Like, there really technically was no need to vault that palette. But I mean, why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you? What kind of end is going to run excitement? You look at the team comp, and this is not an excitement team comp. A little bit unlucky. It's not even a little bit unlucky. It's very unlucky. Absolutely rolled that in on the beginning of that kite. Got very lucky. I guess if that's what it takes to beat the best players, like a surprise tactic. Surprise tactic, I guess, is always one of the best ways to beat the best players, but that is like a 1% chance of happening. Those cats were awful, by the way. Her cats were awful. Like, why did she immediately use them? That made no sense. The whole idea was to stun her so she can't split them on top of me. All right, but she just split them so early. Use the jump. The jump is not enough to catch up to the pallet. Tries to walk through the pallet. Gets pallet stunned. Like, everything was just getting read like a book. But let's see here. I like that we're facing Gomen here. At least it's like something different, you know? Hello? Connect. These pallets are actually unironically not going to be that bad against Gomen here. The key really here is going to be to stand at the pallets here. You don't really want to walk away from the pallets. So any pallet will really do here. The better the pallet, the harder it honestly is to use against Gomen. Because at the end of the day, if you drop it and try to run, he can use the cage, block off the pallet, while at the same time still being right next to you and going through the wall, going through the building. So the better the pallet is, ironically enough, the worse it is against Gomen. Usually. It really depends. If he has cages, which he's almost always going to have cages. Like here excitement makes more sense. Even though there's only 2 survivors that could stun, with Gomen, it's so important that you hit that cage hit. So there's more reason to run excitement. And also excitement is going to be very important if someone is pressuring as Gomen, because cages are expensive. Cages are damn expensive. So if one prisoner or one enchantress comes over and starts balloon shocking you, that's a whole cage out that you need to use on the exact same target that you just knocked down. Like here, excitement actually makes sense. Even on just 2 stunners. Excitement makes no sense on it. Almost no sense. Especially because you can remove the stunner's abilities with your cats. I mean, just a numbskull play from that end, but I think I beat that Anne enough times to not worry about it. Like that Anne, Fallen April or whatever their name was. I think I beat them enough times for it to not be an issue. Like, enjoy your 1 win. Enjoy your 1 win. I'm sure they've gotten a lot of others though because of our randoms. This guy's running fast pallet breaking on Gomen. Okay, I guess that's the other thing about Gomen. Gomen is so rarely available that people might just not be confident in playing Gomen. So they're running like fast pallet breaking on Gomen, which is actually not good. Because almost always you can walk through the pallet with your cage and just teleport through the pallet. You can block off the pallet with your cage so it prevents vaulting. I don't know about that watch. What is he going to do? He's going to break the cage with that? Gets hit anyway. Okay, so he was better off honestly not using the watch. I guess he'd anyway have to use the watch right here after the rescue. We might want to do a shock here. Stay put, I'm coming. Take over the cypher for me. Hopefully someone takes over. Okay, I don't know where she went. She's already gone. Unfortunately, I have 2 people working on the same cypher machine. There's nothing I can do right now. Once the cage goes down, then we can do something. He's running fast pallet breaking. Okay, we already knew that. So he honestly could just cage us off right here. It still costs 40 energy here. It still costs 40 energy. This is going to make the endgame very difficult for him. Perfumer, prisoner, first officer, as your chase target after just having to waste a cage is going to be pretty good for us. We should be able to get all 3 people here alive, as long as everyone has borrowed time, right? We should be in a good spot here. I did know that was an option, but I don't think... I mean, maybe it is worth taking a hit. Like, forcing a hit, especially because we can take a chip hit, so he really just has to take the cage hit. I don't know. I don't think it's worth playing that aggressively. We don't have a lot of Cypher. So in the case that he does have multiple cages, and he just waits out for cages to kill us, we go on chair next. Without a last Cypher on top of that. Generally speaking, you don't want to play aggressive against the S tier hunters. Opera, Hula Blue, Goman, Shadow, you play aggressively as a harasser, you are going to bite the bullet so bad. You're going to regret it so bad. Like, you can do it a little bit, but it has to be tastefully. Otherwise, you can go down very quick to these hunters. Their speed, their mobility, or in Hula Blue's case, the fact he has basically no recovery. You could go from full health to no health very quickly against these hunters, so you got to be very careful. Shadow's the one exception, I guess, but Shadow just scares you, and it's very difficult to look at her. Shadow, even then, I think would be easier than Goman here. Okay. We have the extra Cypher if we need it, but because it doesn't matter how fast I pop Graveyard, I may as well send Progress to another server just in case, because we're going to have the Cypher Prime no matter what here. So in case something happens with our Cypher that the other guy was decoding, we have a backup, you know? That's not a hit. This guy is probably just waiting for his cages. I'm still not going to pop here. I'm going to wait for a call, but really it would be better to just pop there. But if she's not in a good area, she might just immediately die to a cage. So that's why I'm not popping, because even though he's getting more cages, you also don't want to go down instantly, you know, if you're not in a good area to counter the cage. Fortunately, did not get any cages out. Hopefully it's going to be okay. He's going to have at least an extra cage here after he knocks her down. Maybe even 2. Okay. If he didn't use any cages on the Perfumer, he definitely has multiple cages right here. I'm just going to try to run. I'm assuming he sees me. He should be able to see me. If he looks in my direction, he will see me. Yeah. That's not a very accurate ping, but I guess it's better than nothing. It's still very risky to leave, honestly. To leave for the rescue, I should say. Okay, Hunter is chasing her. Man, went down so fast, too. This guy's not going to be before after half, at least. Without a pallet, if he catches us out in the open, a shock and a flywheel don't think are going to be enough. We really need a pallet here to stay alive. Oh, he's right there. Let's see. That's tough. Second cage? Oh, I'd love to get on Tram here. Man, does not get the rescue off, unfortunately. Oh, I messed up. I thought I walked through. Man, he better escape. I don't want to see him get caged out. Okay. At least he escaped. That was going to be a very hard situation at that point. Once the first officer got teleported on, just instantly went down. There's very little he can do in that situation. It's always possible, but we did not get the rescue on the Perfumer. Too bad. Too bad. Could have tied that if they got the rescue on the Perfumer. I wonder how close he was to rescuing her. We haven't even been playing that bad. 5 ties, 1 loss. Again, prevented 1 loss right there, but even stalling out a cage. We got 2 cages out. I guess that's not bad. We could have gotten that second one out too. Flywheel. Shock is better to counter the cage with than Flywheel, but you really got to stay at pallets, because 1 Flywheel is not going to stall out a whole cage. It could if he messes up, I guess, but honestly, maybe he could have. Maybe he could have, because he went but he didn't run or walk around the pallet entirely. See, that's the thing. We kind of don't want to leave the pallet just in case he walks through. I wouldn't mind not banning Goman more. Not only do these people like run weird builds with Goman, so we can get away with a little bit more stuff. Like, what was that build? He had detention. He had faster power breaking, and I'm guessing he had trump card. Did he have trump card, guys? So his build looked something like this. All right. If we ignore this, you have 15 points to work. This is a very non-versatile build. Goman's such a versatile hunter. You honestly don't need this whole path up here. He could have 45 more points, but I guess when people don't play Goman a lot, we get them to waste like a whole 30 points on basically nothing. If they play Goman optimally, this is completely unnecessary. You have to waste 15 points just to get Destructiveness, which anyway is not that needed on Goman. It might be good on a map like Hospital, where there are a lot of forced power breaks and multiple heights where your cages are very difficult to use. If they followed up with like a bird cage pallet and then go up the stairs, you know, you might just have to break the pallet. And then fast power breaking is good there. But usually you just put the cage on top of the pallet, the survivor can't vault it anymore. I know. It's a good build, but not on every hunter. It's a very non-versatile build is the issue. It's not a very versatile build for hunters. You're kind of locked into no other extra traits like Wanted Order. Things like Wanted Order, Famine, faster pickup in case there's a harasser, Rage, Berserker. These things go a long way, especially as Goman. Berserker Goman goes a long way. With a recovery like that, you're getting extra value on your Berserker than other hunters just because of how long it takes for you to recover. Finding someone from far and then 20% less recovery time on such a long recovery is saving you a lot more time than something on like Wax Artist, right? Who already has fast recovery. You're not getting as many milliseconds saved off of that. Goman, you find someone from far, any millisecond that they didn't already do the rescue, you could cut them off with a wall in their way, and that's game losing. Berserker is a great combo with Goman. You just can't take that. You just can't take it if you do that build. You could if you were Move Announcement and Wanted Order, like I had in my build. But then you lose out. How are you gonna find people from far then? You lose out on the like 33% chance to just spot the rescue from far. That Wanted Order is especially great if like there is no rescue on the team, because then if it turns out the one guy who decided to go rescue, first of all, it's not very clear who should go rescue. You might just get lucky on the Wanted Order, and that Wanted Order person who's not a rescuer probably won't have good abilities to deal with the hunter pressuring them from far, which makes Wanted Order even better against those kinds of Survivor team comps. So yeah, it just leaves you with not many options. You could run a little Wanted Order, you can run a little Berserker, but you're never going to be able to run like a combination of perks that work really well. You're always going to be just stuck with mostly one. Don't like the situation. I mean, this is basically the same situation from earlier. We're just kind of waiting out the cats. It's actually good to stay close to the end here. Not if I take a hit here, though. Oh, unfortunate. Oh! She canceled my stun. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Do we still make this, though? This time I'm waiting for excitement. I'm not getting fooled by this BS dumb Persona builds. No, that fooled me though. That was so obvious. I can wait on that. I should have waited on that. That's an easy wait. And swing so slow you can tell the difference. That was my bad. I think we're gonna be screwed here though. Man, that's so sad. We actually could have lasted much longer there. Where's my forward? There he is. Late stun, though. He doesn't even hit it. Where is this guy going? How do you miss football stuns? You can always count on your teammates. If you thought you played bad, just wait till your teammates show up. Watch him rescue me on the stun, too. Like, watch him... Nope. Okay, at least he's doing a good job here stalling it out. Maybe we can get to the world portal. Man, I don't know her trait though. It's still probably better than not going for it. Just so we do get that trade out. Man, if only we had that flywheel here. Flywheel would be huge. I think I'm going to run closer to Big Bo here. I mean, the Cypher's done here. There's no teleport. She had a trade swap, so she probably had Blink. She probably didn't have a mobility trade. This is still sad. But I think it's better than nothing, right? Oh my god, she messed up. I mean, we could waste our shock there, but it wouldn't do anything. I guess maybe if we went towards that pallet right there. If we ran to that pallet, we probably could have had it, man. Unfortunately, I missed my flywheel there. This could have been a 3-7 Kai. I don't think we're going to be able to get out of this one, though. Just not enough decode now. Forward, wasting time not decoding just to not even have his football stun, so all the time is wasted. Nice, that's pretty good, though. She did get the stun off first. So the second stun is going to be very short. Please just spam the rescue. That's good. But the cats are going to come back very soon. Without a portal here, we're going to be screwed. Well, we could go up the heights. And she grabbed the cat. That was actually really good. That was really nice. But where did she drop the cross? Thank God it wasn't under me. I'm just going to go up the height here. Can't we? No, do not. I should have flywheeled there because now he's not going to have... Oh, no, but he has his own flywheel. Okay, but he didn't play her on that. This is probably not going to be enough. Man, Priestess is making another portal. Oh, my God. This guy's the worst player in 985. Ugh, why are the harassers that are playing this game some of the worst players in this game? Oh, did I just say the same thing? Why are the harassers some of the worst players in this game, dude? Like, they can't even kite for the life of them, and they're playing harasser. At least it was a good flywheel, but bro just did not think about the jump. Sucks too, because there's a pretty good pallet right there next to us at Big Boat that he could just stand near. My Priestess is probably the most indecisive player in I-95 history. Gonna cost her a hit pretty quick. Oh my god. That Cyber better be primed. It's not. Well, why did she do that? Oh my god. Oh my god. It literally doesn't matter if I give it. If I give a tie Kai, they lose the game. If I give a win Kai, we tie the game. Maybe even lose. Honestly, if I give a winning Kai, we still lose. God damn it, dude. God damn it, bro. Because some of the worst players at IDV. Oh my god, they're both just gonna get stunned out. I mean, there's nothing that he can do about that, but... Once you kill the guy named Psyche, this is how fast the rest of the team folds. Honestly, this is like a learning experience for this hunter. Next time, just chase everyone else and you just kill them. Like, look at how easy it is. It's so easy. It's so easy. Holy crap. I forgot this was supposed to be a competitive rank match. God damn it, dude. Just literally, dude. Literally, dude. Literally, dude. God damn it. Also, when I went on chair for the first time, Pharaoh Lady Cypher's 32%. What? Did you guys see that? When I went on chair, Pharaoh Lady Cypher pinged 32%. Excuse me, did I get terror shocked on my kite in 20 seconds? Even I would have more deco progress on my Cypher if I just spawned next to a Cypher, like right there. I guess she had to walk to her Cypher because Big Bo was blocked, but you start with 10%. You start with 10% as Pharaoh Lady. You're telling me you only managed to do 23% of your Cypher after that kite? Was my kite that bad? I dodged... well, I didn't really dodge the second cat because I got hit still. So I got 3 cats out. That's better than the average person for sure. Alright, because most of them are dying in 2 cats. At least prisoners. At least for prisoners, most of them are dying in 2 cats. Honestly, you could honestly say we kited 4 cats, because the first cat at Shack was useless. You gotta remember that. No, honestly, it did take her 4 cats to kill. So then the 5th cat at Shack, because there was a cat, the 2nd cat she dropped, got cancelled, because one of the cats was close enough to free me of my stun. To cancel my abilities, which in that situation was useless for her. She did that to get rid of to start the cooldown on the cats faster, but it freed me. It freed me to actually be able to stand at the pallet. And then one thing led to another. She wasn't able... We built off her mistake so damn good. We weren't out of there. Even after her mistake, we weren't out of there. But we built on it so damn good. She canceled my stun. Okay, we're still not out of it. We could get hit with the pallet. Okay, she swings. She doesn't get it. We still need to get to the next pallet. We got to the next pallet. She walks through. She gets stunned. 2 times in a row. She had a chance to make up for her mistakes. She still didn't. Because we didn't let her. We built on those mistakes. Honestly, that really could have been almost a 3 Cyber Kai. Especially with... If I didn't mess up the fly with that, was probably a 3 Cyber Kai. It would have been close, but let's just say 90%, right? Worst case scenario, 90% of everyone's cybers. But no, I'm going on chair. Keep in mind, it takes time to actually pick up, and then walk to a chair. Also, she dropped me, so that wastes even more time. Pick me up back again. Carry me to the chair. Finish the chair animation, and my Cypher is still at 32%. Wait, what? What? You can get 15% just off of the hit animation, the pickup, the drop, the pickup, and the chair animation. That alone should be like 15%. But no, it just doesn't work like that. Apparently not. Like, I don't know what my teammates are doing that the decode is that bad. At least the fair lady. Forward, I know what he was doing. He wasn't decoding, and he thought he'd be able to save the day. Bro could not save the day. Bro did not even know what he was doing. Like, was his sensitivity off? I don't understand. Another Go-Man match, so at least this will be fun. I'd rather go against Goman than any other hunter right now. Something different. I wonder if this is the same Goman. We might want to help out that Cypher over there. Okay. Apparently I didn't scroll. Because, yeah, now that Cypher's going to get chaired on. This is a little bit faster. If you're trying to walk to this Cypher right here, not dropping down the hole is a little bit faster. Because that way you won't have a gigantic wall blocking your way. You just skip the wall entirely with the hole upstairs. These just little tips to just get Cyphers done faster. Like, little stuff like that goes a really damn long way. He didn't chair on top of the Cypher, at least, so we get to still keep doing it. I don't know if this person has tied. If they don't have tied, which I don't think they do, yep, then this Matador might not necessarily be able to kite away from the Cypher, so that's why we're sending energy here. If he did have tied, then we don't need to send energy, because this Matador should always die away from the Cypher. Cowboy should be able to finish it afterwards. But, I mean, either way, Cowboy might, like, be harassing here. He might not even have time to do the Cypher. And, unfortunately, we didn't get anything out of that. We got a rescue off. Don't know if it's worth it, though. Pop that Cypher. Okay, I'm just going to help him out here. Okay, he actually did get caged on. Is there any point sending? No, there's no point sending. Because we're just going to have to walk there later anyway. We're just going to give ourselves a negative 10% debuff by doing this. We're not going to save any time. All the time we save is time spent not walking to that Cypher because we finish it. If we don't finish it, then we just put ourselves at a 10% debuff on our Cypher to speed up that one. But really, in the end, if you think about the total progress we gain on both Cyphers, it is the same as a regular Survivor. Because, like I said, Prisoner has a 10% decode buff. You start transmitting, you put yourself on a negative 10% decode buff. If it's moderate. If it's high, you lose even more. If we're anyway going to need to walk to it, then it doesn't really matter to get in more progress. We're just the total time spent decoding is actually going to be longer because of that debuff. Okay. I'm actually gonna... Now, since we already have someone on that Cypher, having someone to balloon rescue against Go-Man, which I didn't get to do it last game, but I mean, it still wasted a cage. We didn't lose any health out of it. Manager's actually healing? Okay. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine, because then this is also fine. This is also fine, because now we didn't have 2 people working on that Cypher machine. He only found 1 person. Now we can just start a second Cypher machine. We would have been in a lot more trouble. Goman could have built off of that. This guy probably has max cage right now. So the fact that he went all the way to that Cypher just to only find 1 survivor means he can't even use all his cages to the maximum potential. Like, he just still has more cages wasting away right now. Probably already at max energy. Right now, just waiting for someone to come over. So he's not even gaining anything, really. And we also have 2 Cyphers being worked on here, which is fine. It might mean that we're going to be able to just leave my Cypher now. And we're just going to rescue next here. So I'm actually going to prioritize his Cypher. Because this Cypher's not going to be the last Cypher. We're gonna have to leave the Cypher right here. And we're going to have to do the rescue. Please, Meteor, walk away. Please walk away. Otherwise, you're just going to go down and just give another chair that we have to deal with later. Honestly, wanted order means it's actually very good that she's still nearby. Let's see what she does. Oh, we can actually break this cage now. Nice! Let's go. Thank you. That was a big help. I appreciate it, sir. Because, yeah, when you're closer to the rocket chair, if you're close enough to the rocket chair, I should say, the cage breaking time gets reduced to 1 second. So we can purposely teleport, bait him to teleport to us, and then teleport through the cage so that we're closer to the chair, and then we instantly break it. So that actually helped us right there, not him doing that play. We're in a pretty good spot here, but you never know. Of course, with Goman, he can instantly kill people. So we'll see here. Does this make me... Okay, I thought it would say maximum decode penalty. That used to be a thing that you could only see with Coordinator or Mechanic back in the day before they reworked those characters. Back when Mechanic like decoded gates 45% slower with the Cypher machines. Or was it 35? I don't even remember. But if 3 people were injured with Mechanic, they would all stack, and each stack was like worth 35% back then, and that would count on the gate. Now the numbers are separate for gate and decode. But back then it was the same, so if you had 3 people injured, you literally could not do the gate. It would say minimum time decoding or something like that. And of course, Coordinator, back then with Coordinator, doing the gate, actually, when someone was on chair, you also had reduced gate speed. Not just decode speed, but also gate speed. And to make things worse, to make things even worse, back then it was 60% slower for doing ciphers and gates. Not 25 like it is now. So if there were 2 chairs, very rare, but it did happen. I do remember that being a thing. Then Coordinator literally cannot do the gate. I mean, like, when that happens, when that happened back then, and you try to do the gate, it would still go up. But it would go up so slow, you'd get like 1 sliver after 10 seconds. I don't even think that's possible anymore nowadays. Is that possible still? If you play Acrobat, that's 30%, or Antiquarian, 30%. And then the Hunter runs Claustrophobia, so that's 65% now. It used to be 70. It used to be that just Acro or Anti plus Claustrophobia would cause the maximum penalty. And they would be able to see it. But nowadays, because it doesn't give the maximum, it's only 95% now. You'll only get the notification if it's 100%. Oh god. We got our favorite prisoner. I'm so curious. Is this Pharaoh lady the same one that like saw me get Hershog by the end? Is that why she pinged? Because she pinged last game. Watch out for excitement after the pallet's done. Was that her? Oh, I don't have time to check the Chinese name. Okay, I'm looking for that symbol. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to find though. What match even was it? Was it this match? It was that match, but I don't have time to even compare. That's so sad. I mean, it's up to you, Pharaoh. I would probably recommend Graveyard. Like, right where I'm spawning, I'd probably recommend for her. I think since you're invisible, you just always run down the alleyway. Probably will be fine to reach Graveyard. And then Graveyard is one of the... In my opinion, Graveyard is the best kiting area on Ever Sleeping. Because I mean, you can say corner house is great, but the problem with corner house is any hunter with fast pallet breaking easily deals with the one good pallet in the back, and then you have the other good pallet in the front. But like, the problem with that is that it's very easy to see you on that pallet and kind of like just block you in and just go around the pallet, so you can't leave the area basically. So hunters like Violinist or Geisha, in my case, when I was kiting her there, they just kind of trap you in there, right? And they're able to go right over that pallet anyway, or damage you over the pallet in the case of Vio, in the case of Bonbon. So really, if we're being honest here, there's really just one reliable pallet at corner house. The other one depends on the hunter. Even against Violinist or Geisha, that pallet still can be good, but you need a little bit extra distance when you drop it. The hunter can't be right next to you, otherwise they're always gonna have the opportunity to use their ability on you. Unless they're on cooldown, you know, and then you can count the cooldown. And there's always something you can do, you know. It's never like the end of the world, but it requires you to track stuff. It's not so simple as just go and drop, you know. You need there to be enough distance for you to make it work against hunters that it's not so great against, you know. I mean, that's kind of how every pallet area works. That's the strength and weakness of every pallet in this game. That's what I like about it in E5, you know. I also appreciate that the same pallets and widows spawn every game, unlike Dead by Daylight. And they're actually unique from one another, so we don't have like these graveyard walls and pallets just copy-pasted put everywhere, making it look like a Scribbled Ideas map. You see, like, I tried Scribbled Ideas when it first came out, and like I tried these like OP maps. And like, yeah, it's kind of fun. It's a little bit messy to look at. But the biggest problem that I have is it's honestly just, it gets very boring because you see a lot of the same kiting areas because there's only so much they can do, to be honest, you know? There's only so much they can do. Also, nice, unfortunate there. It was, at least you got the rescue off and didn't get Terror Shock off the chair, at least. Where? Okay, I thought she would run the graveyard there. I guess she's trying to fool him, right? Nice. That's going to guarantee the window vault now. Yep, guaranteed it. Just enough distance to get away. Please don't have confined. Thank you. Please don't walk away. Oh, God damn it, dude. I gotta work on that, dog. Dog, I gotta work on that. I don't like this. I'm just gonna vault here. We're not gonna take the risk. He might drop here. I'm not gonna shoot here, but no, he's not even gonna drop. There's too many walls here. I mean, still, it's fine. We could have played that better, though. Could be worse. Is it worth the rescue in this situation? It might be worth it now, because he's just following us. Okay, I don't think so anymore. Oh, but he messed up the umbrella. No. Either way, we don't really have enough Cypher Machine progress. And the Fair Lady just used her invisibility, so she's at least on like a 20-second cooldown. Yeah, follow me, dog. Where is he? Follow me, bro. Follow me. Let's heal you up. I don't have crows. Do I? No crows. Dog, bro. I hate that they're not pinging, so I can't tell which one's prisoner. I can't tell which one's mercenary. Oh my god. I was running the prisoner. I was running the prisoner right there until he pinged, and then I realized that's not mercenary. It goes such a long way to ping ciphers, guys. It goes such a long way, even if you're just decoding. I might not be able to tell who I'm walking towards. I saw his bun. I saw the hair bun he had, but okay. Can he sneak this? No, he's not sneaking. I thought he would sneak for it. We're in a really bad spot now. I'm just gonna fly with this. He's just gonna teleport. Okay, this is a great time to reset. This is a great time to reset. He also broke the connection, so he's essentially giving up on prisoner by breaking that connection. Please don't do the Cypher Machine. Please don't do the Cypher. Thank you. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna do the Cypher. I would have been so mad if he's doing a Cypher at half health on chair one time already against a Chang, who's literally all about teleporting on Cypher Machines. I would have been so upset. Man, it's still taking such a long time to heal him. You gotta run healing on your mercenary builds. What is he running? What are you running on your build? Are you running snooze? Are you running faster pallet drop? What are you running? God damn it, dude. He didn't have a single sliver of heal. Healing at least would have given a single sliver. I know he was just on chair, so there wasn't a lot of time. But even that 20 seconds would have been at least like 10% there. And also, you have to remember, we heal him 10% faster if he's running healing. I almost wonder if maybe he should just do the Cypher at this point. I feel like he should do the Cypher here. We could protect. Man, we don't have great rescue abilities, though. Like, this crossbow's okay, I guess. It's not great. We also have a smaller heartbeat. Hold up. Can I walk out of range here so I can trigger this debuff? Okay, well, unfortunately not. And he's just going to teleport on that guy. Hopefully he'll be fine. I don't know if he will be, though. I don't know how many elbow pads this guy has. Is it worth the heal? I don't know if we can afford this heal right now. I mean, listen, this mercenary can survive. The heal is necessary. But if this mercenary can't survive... Okay, nice! Or if the hunter commits, right? Or if the hunter commits, then it's not great to heal over here. But he didn't commit, so this heal's going to pay off. But now he might just go back on mercenary here. Okay, he's healing. Or not healing. He's opening a chest. That's actually the smartest thing he can do right now. That was the smartest thing he could do right now. Prepare for next chase. He even got a syringe. Might not be helpful here because he's getting chased right now, but... Oh, no, he is healing. No way. I think the... Well, we know where he is. He just broke the connection. I'm going to shake the Cypher a little bit, but I'm not going to do it for too long. I'm also going to run away from Graveyard here. Okay, doesn't matter. He did not go on us. He went on Prisoner. Ugh, that's not good. Oh, I need to stand closer to the Puppeteer so I don't have to, like, walk. That's something I really hate about some of these pallets in the game. Is that... Like, you literally have to stand on top of them. If you walk away even for a little bit, you gotta run back to the pallet, and then that's gonna put you in front of the pallet, now you get hit. If you weren't already standing in front of it. Or not in front of it, to the side of it. He did use... I mean, I guess the hit's not gonna matter too much here if we can get the Cypher done. But I really don't like taking that hit, because... Because when I take the hit, pretty much when I take the hit there, I'm relying on my other teammates here being able to get the rescues here and be able to kite if they take the hit here. That was like the first mistake I did this game. I guess the crossbow mistake also is bad. So second mistake, but otherwise I think we've been playing perfect. Teleport would really suck here. Oh my god, he committed! Ah, but we're not going to be able to decode it. That's so sad. Oh, we're not going to get out, are we? No, we're not. He recovers so fast. He recovered so fast right there. Maybe I should have shot him, but... Or I shouldn't have walked to the Cypher, honestly. I shouldn't have walked to the Cypher there. I should have known that. As soon as I heard the teleport, I should have just kept running. Now we're in a lot of trouble. Do you see? That's why I wish I didn't take that hit. We wouldn't be in this situation right now. I wasted a hit when we didn't need to waste that hit earlier. Honestly, this also was a waste of a hit, but at least we'd be alive, right? Now we're in such a bad spot. I mean, at least I'm not, like, been on chair yet. Like, bro, the chances our stars are gonna, like, get caught out here is very likely. Like, our prisoner here is... Okay, mercenary is... I actually wouldn't mind if he prioritized the Cypher there. Oh, but you know what? This prisoner doesn't have borrowed time anyway, so I guess he realized that and just ran away. Man, I wish I didn't die right there. If we didn't die right there, this would be a very different game. Yeah, we're just gonna have to pop. This guy doesn't have borrowed. Is he also? He's also dead on chair anyway. This guy almost for sure has announcements. I mean, he's Wu Chang. He can build off seeing people from far. So I'm assuming he's looking at me or mercenary here and trying to teleport on one of us. He's not going to do it. Okay. Nah, mercenary's just going to take a hit here. Does he take a second? He does take a second. Great. There's no pallets. Dodge the bell, maybe? No, it's still not enough. Tram? Help? No, it's not enough. Dude, if I didn't go down there, we actually could have tied this game. Or if I stood on the Cypher machine. It's kind of stupid to stay on the Cypher machine. That Wu Chang just didn't know his range. He teleported way too early. If that Wu Chang was a little bit smarter with his teleport, he would know what counts as being on top of the Cypher. He teleported there too early, so staking on the Cypher when he's holding an umbrella actually would have worked out there. But yeah, it's not worth it. I should have just ran to the Paladin. Saki, don't get his viewers stolen by another streamer. Challenge hard. I'll get back on it after school ends. But right now I got school and work. If you had no wins by 5 matches, you're rage quitting. Honestly, I think I've been playing pretty good today. It's just, you know, you make one mistake and then like suddenly everyone else is dying after you. That's what it feels like. Like the weight of the match is really on my shoulders here. Every single choice I make, every single Palestine I get, every hit I avoid really makes a difference. Every flywheel I land, every bow I hit, that matter. That's the same thing for every survivor. Every ability you use and it was a mistake or you messed it up, you essentially started your match with 2 abilities instead of 3. Let's say you had 3 bows and you missed your bow, you essentially are going into your game with 2 bows. And to make things worse, it's not like that you can just use your second bow. You're stuck on a 13-second cooldown now. So you have to wait for your bow. So when you need it in most, you're on a cooldown. And you have 1 less to begin with. So, I mean, I can't imagine how many matches we go in here and like how many flywheels get wasted for no reason. How many elbow pads get messed up. How many shocks are completely useless and they just get hit like 5 seconds later. Like, that's not a good shock. If you use your shock, just avoid getting hit for 5 seconds. That wasn't a good enough shock value. Your shock values need to be canceling abilities. Your shock value needs to be landing in pallet stunts. It really depends on the hunter. Like right here, this guy can't do a whole lot. Like, this prisoner can't do a whole lot, if I'm being honest. And even Archer is so hard, and I don't play Archer. Like, I'm gonna have to outplay her. And I'm just trying to figure out this Archer for the starters. Probably gonna go after prisoner here, most likely, especially because we have a 2-story here. Yeah, he's just saying the hunter's chasing him immediately. You can see the hunter from that spawn very often. You can just see them first 3 seconds in the match, see them walking to you. So I'm gonna trust this call here. We're just gonna get on the Cypher right away. Our lawyer still hasn't pinged the Cypher machine. Okay, there's a Cypher machine, 14%. His Cypher does get blocked, keep that in mind, so it does take him longer to get to a Cypher. Archer's not bad here at harassing if we don't get chased. When she's not the chase target, we can actually do something, because then Blood Queen takes a mirror just to hit Archer 1 time. While she already has another person knocked down that she's trying to... Oh my god. Okay. I'm not sure if he hit him last second before the mirror right now, or did he just eat the basic? Oh, wow. Either way, he probably got sandwiched by the mirror right there. It's a little unfortunate. Imagine he's running Excitement, dude. After that AND match where he just got terror shocked against an Excitement AND, it's like, bro, literally anyone could be running Excitement at this point. I hope my teammate here will ping where he is all the time. You see, even 1 ping gives me so much info here. I can see where where he's running to next. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to hit this. Oh, but now that matters because he flywheeled. No, but is he stuck here? Oh, but he's stuck here, so it actually didn't matter at all. He flywheeled closer to her. I thought he flywheeled away from the mirror. Okay, if he like flywheeled in that direction right there, that shot is great. Because now that mirror is just going to be so far behind. But he ran towards her so she can still reuse the mirror. Just have to use it just so we don't get hit from far. So if I get hit from far here, He might just get farmed instantly. Dude, does she have a second mirror instantly up here? Oh, that's bad. I can't harass this. No, but she knows. She's going for it anyway. Okay, thankfully she walked into a wall. Because the edge of the map is right there, so if we run away in a straight line, she should just get stuck on the wall. I'm definitely not going to decode here. I'm just kind of going here to heal, hopefully. We really got to heal here. This is not a good healing spot. That tree doesn't necessarily load in from far. Even if it does, you can see survivors easily. You want to be here. This building loads in from far. I think. I hope so, at least. So she'll get tinnitus here. I know I don't have a heartbeat, but my heartbeat's 30% smaller, so really? She does have tinnitus right now. Like, this mercenary does have a heartbeat. But we can see her either way here. It doesn't really matter. I'd love it if we got a heartbeat and then she left so that we can trigger this debuff. Yeah, I'm so happy she didn't find us. If we were standing by that tree, we definitely would have gotten seen. If we were right here, we would have gotten seen guaranteed. Whether that be when she crosses the bridge, she would have seen us already. What is this? Interesting. She already swapped positions, I think, so it didn't really matter. This is going to be a great last cipher here. 10 is a great last cipher. Only issue is that it's Blood Queen, so she kind of just gets a guaranteed mirror every time. Man, and also, I think we have all 3 ciphers on the same side of the map here. So she's almost always going to be able to mirror in range here. I think the mercenary should go rescue here. Just because I decode faster. I decode way faster, 25% faster. She's probably going to mirror here, but if she mirrors here, that's going to be one less mirror on the lawyer now. It's also not in range either. She needs to be closer than that. So we don't even need to use a fly or any of our abilities here to get away. I would probably get that rescue before half, because even if he goes down here, as long as we can get the Cypher Prime, that's the most important thing. Map like Moonlit, it probably will not matter if he's dead on chair or not, because even if he's been on chair one time, it's very hard to rescue someone on a map like Moonlit, like this big. Hopefully she wastes her mirror now. Now that'd be a great time for us, for her to use her mirror. Because then that's a mirror she doesn't have on her target again. She's probably going to try to get a free hit here. If the mercenary gets hit, I'm not going to pop. We're going to try to wait for a mirror. We're only going to pop if he goes down. Or I guess if he calls for it. He does use the mirror. She uses the mirror, I guess. And she misses the mirror. That's a great time to just pop. If I had to guess, this guy's almost for sure. No, I thought he'd go for the mercenary. Maybe lawyer didn't have borrowed time. Did he not have borrowed time? I guess he didn't. Watch out for teleport. Well, don't think that's an option. Please take a hit first. Whew. Alright. That was a really good last match. A little sad. A little sad that the person we were trying to protect there went down a blink. Also, we got a really great shot there. But I can't see where the prisoner's running, and I can't focus on both the Blood Queen and where the prisoner's running. It turns out I shouldn't have used my first shot there on that prisoner there. But I saw he flywheeled. I thought he'd flywheeled away from the mirror. Because if you flywheel towards Blood Queen, when you flywheel and you dodge the mirror hit, the issue with that is you're running closer to her. You're running closer to her, so not only do you now have to worry about the mirror, you now are also worried about them running into the main body. Is the issue. And he experienced that exact issue at that pallet. Granted, he actually could have survived. He could have survived there, but he ran into her, had to waste a shot because he didn't notice he was running into her. And then died at the pallet anyway. Like, I don't even know what happened there. Something happened there at the end. But yeah, definitely made our bow a lot more useless there. Didn't have a bow to save him afterwards because we committed it just for him to still die. It would have been so good if he was like running away from the mirror and away from our main body. That would have been a great bow. Because once you get stunned as Blood Queen and after you use your mirror, you're probably not gonna catch up to them anymore. Like, you swing, you miss because they fly, and then you got stunned right after. You're probably not going to make it out after that. Honestly, not so bad today. Even this match, we got best seduction somehow. I don't even know how. Man, honestly, we don't deserve to get best seduction. I really played this bad at the end. Okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Do you think you'll play Archer more? Yeah, we'll play Archer more. I think we'll definitely play Archer more. She's a lot more carry of a character than Prisoner is. Even though it's nice to take first Kai, we can get more stuff to help our teammates out than something like Prisoner can. Granted, we went against Goman 2 times today, and Prisoner's pretty good against Goman. I love how I'm still on like day 4 of this thing. Alright, what are we gonna do now? Let's see. First, I guess we could upgrade the counter. The thing that I never update. We should probably update that thing. We got 1 win. 1 solid win. All that hard work. All those great flywheels. Stuns. For 1 win. Let's go. Win in today's meta. This is a win in today's server. 7, 8. Again, I'm not gonna go through all these matches, but I do wonder like how many of these matches is like we're tied just because we made the right play at the right time. Like not over harass. There's so many choices there. Not over her like on the rescue there, hitting that flywheel, making sure we don't get hit far from chair, just so we can secure the rescue. Then knowing as soon as the prisoner went down, not to harass anymore. Using also then being able to survive the mirror because we used the map awareness to our advantage. So we made her walk into the edge of the map so she can't use her mirror. Being able to know where to heal there instead of following where the merchant wanted to heal. Like, there were so many choices we made that game. And just a single wrong move would have lost this game. Just a single wrong move would have lost us this game right here. From the rescue, to knowing when not to harass, to running in a direction where the mirror is not good so we don't have to use anything, to knowing where to heal, where not to heal. Being able to... I guess it was nice that we avoided the mirror at tent. But not necessarily required. It's just nice because now if she wants to mirror a second time, she can't kill us. We're going to be still full health. And of course, hitting that archer followed by the flywheel at the gate. Like, just one single thing going wrong there, and we actually don't tie that match. And that's just that match. That's just that match. How many of these other games? I mean, we know for a fact that this body block saved us this game right here. So much time wasted with the body block at Shaq. And not even, like, blindly following her. Just body blocking the doorway. And that's what actually saves us. And, yeah. That was really good. Alright. I guess we can play some 2v8. We can play some 2v8. Alright. Anyone who wants to join, you can go ahead and join. We're going to have Recruit open. So if you'd like to join, just go to the Recruits page. Yeah, you can't have a space. Unlimited. All people can join. No team approval. If you don't know where the Recruit is, you go to Global and you scroll up here at the top. If I could move the Recruit out the way. I can't. It's right here. It says right here at the top. You click Recruit. Let you join? Alright, we'll make space just for you, Tito. Alright, you're not online, though. Gotta get online. Maybe he's working on a top secret military base. That's why that one person asked if he joined the army. Yeah, I was thinking that. The one thing I don't like about this haircut is it looks like an army haircut. I don't like that. It's not what I'm trying to go for. The first one he ever gave me was like, that's what I want. But every single time after that, it's like, it's too straight. It's pointed too straight up. Guess we're going to grow it back out for a little bit and then fix it. Oh, Tato join. Look, she knows how to join Recruit. Plus 12 for a draw? How much points are we getting for these draws? Alright, let's see. We got plus 12, plus 5, plus 7, plus 9. Why did we get plus 12? Oh, losing streak edit plus 4. Oh my god, that was probably from our last rank session. Last rank session was April 16th. What day was that? Yo, calendar, could you show me what day is? That was literally last Thursday. That was literally my last stream. The last time I played stream, I didn't even realize it was going this bad. We actually lost 5 games in a row. At the very end of stream, bro. You actually can't make this stuff up. God damn it, it's the same Ann from earlier. I wonder if this Ann also had excitement in this game. You guys, how much you guys want to bet she had excitement for this one Antiquarian, dude? Antiquarian 2 of all things. I swear, if I could go back and I see that match and they carry an excitement, goddamn, bro. Goddamn. I should memorize their skin just so I know, are they the excitement Ann? Alright, anyone who wants to join, we still have one spot open. You just go to the recruit page here. And you click all recruitment. Should be able to easily find it. If you are in Asia server though, you are not going to be able to join. This is only any EU server. So North America, you have to be in the North American European server basically. So by default, it should be that in the App Store. But if you live in Australia or South America, you'll have to change your App Store just so you can download i95. Is i95 still available in those kinds of places? Or do you have to change where your location is just to find them? I don't even know. Alright. But yeah, now we can start. I don't think I want to do we do the card mode? I don't really like the card mode. I guess we'll do it. We'll do one match. So you got plus 12, plus 5. Plus 5 is like more than normal amount, but we also got the least amount of points this match. So really, you can get up to plus 8. You can get up to plus 8. You can even get a plus 8. Yeah, that's reasonable here. Like you're probably gonna get plus 1 for something that match. But we're getting extra here because of the solo draw bonus. So we're able to draw these games even though we're playing solo. 5 points there is not very good. I mean, 9 points here. What do we do this game? So we got the solo draw bonus. Even without the solo draw bonus, this is still +8. So this is like the maximum you can get. If you did good in a match and you guys tied, you'll very likely get +1 for either doing like rescues or kites, something like that, or decoding and kiting. Oh, did they remove that? I don't know if they removed that. I think they might have removed that. Like getting a certain amount of % and then rescuing, or was it getting a certain amount of % and then kiting? I don't even remember. Kiting is more impressive than rescuing, so they might have removed the rescue one. I don't even know. I swear I feel like I've seen them remove one of those things. Against the impossible. Okay, so I guess if we're against the impossible, we're gonna get +10, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. Just basically free points. I mean, this is. I'm gonna be honest. This is really part of the reason why you're getting so many points for ties right here. Against the impossible needs to be deleted out of this game. It needs to be deleted. Like, why are we getting against the impossible? What tier are you? You have 60 stars. 60 stars is not a big deal. That's within tier limits. That's within tier limits. Against the impossible should be like you're a mammoth and you are going against an ogre right now. All right, or a cyclops, whatever they call it, right? Hate this room. Yeah, so you what was I talking about? Oh yeah, against the impossible. Like if you're a mammoth, right? Then to equal an ogre, right, you would have to be a unicorn, which is 2 whole tiers away. You'd have to get through Griffin and you have to reach unicorn. That should be when you get against the impossible, because you're matching someone who normally should be impossible to match with you, but because you have someone else on your team who is higher rank, the game then looks at the higher rank person and is like, oh, but they can match with this higher tier, so we're going to allow the lower tier to also match with them. That's what against the impossible in my head should be. That you match with someone that normally, if we're looking 1v1 in terms of rank and what the rules are for matching with someone, which is like within 25 stars, anywhere between 25 to 29 stars, that's when you match with them. You do something like that. That's like against the impossible, because you're matching someone who is more than the allowed limit to normally match with them. In terms of like looking at singular your rank versus your opponent's rank, if it's now within 5 tiers. Let's say 5 tiers instead of stars, because the stars depend, but the tiers will always stay 5. So if you're more than 5 tiers away from someone, so that means like you go through Griffin 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're in Unicorn, and that would be 5 tiers, right? And a Unicorn 4 at that point would be 6 tiers away, right? So that should be against the impossible. But against the impossible, we're within 20 stars of that guy, which is equal to 4 tiers. Honestly, I'm 50 stars. I'm within 10 stars of that guy. That guy is my rank. That guy is the type of hunter I should be facing. And I'm still getting against the impossible. So I like the rank system. I don't think the rank system is inflated. I think the rank system right now that we have is better than the old one, because you lose more points for a loss. Also, who are the hunters? Knight and Ripper. You lose more points for a loss than before. And if you win, that must mean you work better at the game, right? So if you won, then you get rewarded more, right? The only times that would not be the case is... I'm so confused why we have famine if they're chasing someone. I guess it's because the other hunter's not chasing someone? I don't even know why. Maybe they're both carrying famine, so when one of them is chasing the other, famine is still triggering. Anyway. Shoot, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. I think the new rank tier is great. The reason the rank tier didn't fix anything, the rank point changes didn't fix anything, is because you just don't get dropped enough points. It's still too easy to gain points from ties. So, a bad player, if you had a really good player on your team, right? And you're a bad player through your match, you guys are probably not going from a win to a loss. You're probably going to a tie, right? And tying still gives a lot of points. You saw how many points I was getting for those ties. So, like, they buff the points you get for wins, but they also buff the points you get for ties, and you could very likely throw a match into a tie. But they're still rewarding more points than before. So that's one reason the rank system's inflated. But the main reason is honestly against the impossible. That's like the biggest reason. Tito. Oh my god, I thought Tito was about to run into the water. Honestly, I don't think there's any point here using the... Man, we can already buy the speed pill? That's crazy. Oh my god, Tato. Tato's so dead. There's no way I can reach Tato in time. Maybe they won't pick up. No, they did pick up. So yeah. That's a big reason why the people are still ranking up. Like, even if you're a terrible player and you were Titan, this is kind of what I mean. It's like two problems combined together. Like, yes, you lose more points for a loss, but they still made the points for tying pretty high. Okay? In fact, it's higher than before. So people who throw your matches into ties are still getting quite a bit of points. The other reason is that you just don't get demoted enough after the season. And so anyone who reaches Titan can pretty easily, honestly... that was too early. Can pretty easily still reach Titan again, even if they lose and tie a lot of their matches. You see these people with like 24% win rates, but they're still Titan. They're still Titan. This guy is not running addiction. That's a big mistake. What is this? Taking 3 hits in quick succession? Man, there's so much to read right now. I guess we'll grab that. Oh, we also could, man, we're about to get damage from the water. When knocked on, man, these are all so bad. I like this. So we can heal someone right here. We actually get benefited. Alright, let's get Dovlin. And I'm so slow here. I just forget what items are options here. Don't worry, Tato, I'm coming. Oh no, she's getting healed. Never mind. Dude. Why did I drop that pallet? I blinked when I clicked vault, and now I'm not sure if I was already standing next to that pallet. There's no way, right? Dude, I'm so confused. So that's what they mean by increasing the pallet range? That's so bad. That's so bad. I guess it teleports me? I mean, I guess... No, not really. I mean, I guess the hunter's probably not going to swing, right? Because you're not at the pallet if you randomly drop it. I gotta see that again. What was that? See, that's honestly like the main reason. Man, all the servers are on the other side of the map. That's honestly the main reason. Those two reasons combined together are honestly like the main reasons why you just see so many bad players in high tier. Because you don't get demoted enough. Oh my god, dude, that's gross, bro. You don't get demoted enough, honestly. And also, tying, when they throw your match into a tie, they still get a lot of points for that. So those two things combine together. Maybe if they remove the tie points, maybe then it would be more balanced. Or my other suggestion, which I think is better, is to just make it so that you don't get demoted so close to Titan. Because if you do 2 sessions, even 1 session a day, probably could still barely hit you Titan. I mean, it'll be barely, though. You'd have to play every day. So I guess that's not a big deal. Alright, you don't want people to have to no-life your game to hit high tier. I don't want that either. But, like, I've been able to hit high tier, and I mean, like, Titan when I say that. I've been able to hit Titan. The quickest I think I've hit Titan was, I think, in 2 weeks with like, a good team. If I played with green, like, bro, I think that was the soonest I'm able to hit it, honestly. Oh my god, Tato. God damn it, Tato. Where are you even getting taken? I don't know where you're going. I'm at 69 water. Dude, I am moist right now. Shoot. Okay. Glad I'm able to see her right there. Honestly, maybe it was... Oh, you're right. It's 2v8. You have, Oh my god, who threw that, bro? That better have been the hunter who threw that. Otherwise, I don't know who would have thrown that. Oh, we can't rescue this guy. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to hit the shot with speed pills. Yeah, it's so difficult. Uh-oh. Excitement for a pal stun. Talk about sad. You're not even on the same side of the pallet either. Oh my god, Tato's dead, bro. Tato. Oh, where's Dungeon? Oh, we could rescue the cowboy here. Oh no, do we still rescue the cowboy? Please don't have like double detention or something. Man, you rescue so fast. I was just breaking the pallets. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. You just break the pallets sometimes. So this composer is not getting picked up. Please drop down. Oh, I missed. Oh, did he get... Dude, I couldn't tell if he got dropped or not. It literally looks the exact same. I hate the balloon animation changes. Please, devs, can we add an option so that you just remove the balloon thing for all survivors, not just Cowboy? Because that actually screwed me up right there. That actually screwed me up. I couldn't tell if she dropped or did I rescue. I mean, part of the reason is because the health is really small, to be fair. Right? Like, the health here is really small. Like, it's hard to... I didn't even know where to look. Like, where am I looking to see if the composer got dropped or not, right? That's kind of part of the issue. Please tell me there's no hunter here. Okay, good. Sorry, composer. I also missed my shot, too, to be fair. That Cypher kind of threw me off, though. Like, that Cypher's not normally in that spot when they drop down. BM Flywheel! Normally the Cypher's not in your way when they're dropping down. Hello, you can't adjust your buttons? You should be able to adjust them. Should be very easy. Bro, who left? Tato, you already left? You hit me or what? She's already gone. She rage quitted. She died first, she rage quitted. That was fast. You left because you're at work? Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. My bad for thinking you're a freeloader. You got things to do. I see. No problem. Alright, someone else join. Can we get someone else here? I guess you guys can also invite if you want. We'll just pretend it was from recruits, okay? Don't even tell me that you invited someone. Just let's all pretend it came from recruits so I don't even say anything. Alright. I mean, I guess I'll get notified here if they came from recruits or not. Because if it's not from recruits, it'll just say they joined the game. Hey, see, they joined as a survivor. See? That's how you know it came from recruits. Because they'll tell you what role they joined for. Alright, dog. This guy's a hound. It makes me think that maybe he was just like randomly searching for a recruit. I don't know if this is someone from the stream. Sir, are you watching the stream right now? Sir, are you a viewer or are you just a random man searching for a match? Anyway, yeah, I do feel like the points are a little too generous for ties. I don't think you should get so much points for ties either. I'm glad they made it good for wins because, I mean, it's unlikely. Listen, the thing about tying, like winning matches as Survivor is if you guys won the match, the only way a bad player can win your match if they are very often throwing them is if someone did like a 5-sever kite and then they're not the rescuer either. If their whole job was to just watch someone kite and then someone else rescues, and God forbid that they rescue second, they literally have to do nothing. It's a 1 in 4 chance that they do nothing. Like, someone does a 3-sever kite, one person goes to rescue, and then a second person goes to rescue. Unless, I guess, it's Mercenary. The Mercenary can go rescue again. In which case, you only need one person to rescue, which I guess limits a bad player coming into contact with your games. No, don't take that. That's bad. I thought that was the 50% item every time you decode a cipher. We'll take extra flywheel. Double ganging. You gotta say bang ganging for people to understand. Bro, we're going against Mad Eyes. This is the same hunters too. These guys are the same hunters. Karu and... I don't know. Random guy. We'll call him random guy. Karu and Jibla, random guy. We're going against Karu again and Jibla, random guy. This guy probably only plays Naiad. Dragon, tier, end of season, and he's playing Naiad a second time. Let me guess. You have a badge for Naiad. And you're real proud of it, probably. You guys can pause the stream and see. I'm pretty sure they had like an S badge last game, or at least an A badge. Probably not going to be S badge, otherwise they probably would be the highest tier. This Mad Eyes is going to clap us, bro. I already know we're going to lose this Mad Eyes somehow. Literally playing as probably the worst hunter in the game right now. On the game mode that is the worst for hunters right now. You can play the best hunters in the game and you'll still lose by a landslide if all the stars just to go like. Also, you get so much points for destroying consoles. Did they ever fix that? I think they did. So you only get plus 200 for the first break now, right? Okay, we only get plus 100. Do we get more? Oh my god, we can just sit here and farm plus 100s. Yes, give me the plus 100. I want to get rid of all the energy here so we don't have to like back in and out every time. We might get chased. This is probably worse than decoding a cipher, honestly. But we are... I think this used to be plus 200. Listen, I know in 1v4 they got rid of this, so you don't keep gaining points for someone clogging the console. Honestly, this is not so bad. I'm gonna have enough here for, nothing! I'm gonna have enough for nothing, never mind. I guess it's fine. I probably should be decoding, though, I don't know. Oh, we stopped getting plus hundreds. Okay. So you can only do each console 14 times? Or is it just for all consoles? I don't even know. Alright, let's get some co-op decoding action now. Okay, this guy dropped a pallet instead of trying to dodge the water. Why are you dropping the pallet? There's already that pallet's already blocking her way. I don't even know. Oh my god, look at Cyber Machine decoding progress 40%. Why so fancy? Is that something new that they added? That is fancy as hell. The lawyer's already dead somehow. He didn't even have any water on him. Could he have not just sacked some water? Oh, guys, he knows the strats. He's blocking off the whole alleyway. Okay, are we gonna get plus 100 for this? No, we don't. Okay, so I probably shouldn't have wasted my time because I'm gonna have to break consoles a lot more times this game. I'm still gonna have to break them, but I'm really just wasting my. I mean, I'm not wasting my time, but it's not gonna be as good now. Also, this flywheel card is gonna be pretty mid against Naiad because we can only trigger it when they're right next to us. That's not good. Also, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just plopped a big wall and then start dragging while we're on cooldown. It's been a while since I've gone against Mad Eyes. He's pretty trash usually. Okay, someone's already waiting there to rescue. Never mind. We're just going to decode. I mean, this Mad Eyes is literally going to do nothing all game here. If we decode, we... Hello, are you going to rescue? Oh my god, I gotta, like, buy an elbow pad just to make it to this guy. At least, like, reliably, I should say. Make it reliably. I should have used my second flywheel there. I guess it's whatever. Better to take one hit than 2 hits. I'm not used to, like, there being a second flywheel in my inventory. Listen. Okay, vaulting and rescue range are increased. I don't really like any of those. Let's get a Dovlin. Man, I hate that you have to, like, swap out here and then go back in. Every 45 seconds, let's get that. Oh no, I should have bought it first then. Honestly, it's still okay because it only works for one item. It only works for one item anyway. It doesn't work for... Oh, we can heal this guy. This is the guy I protected earlier. I mean, this guy's taking ages though. The elbow pad is probably... Okay, we still need to heal him another time. Honestly, we could have just healed both times. Man, unfortunate. They're coming here. Please don't go down right now. Otherwise, I'll have to protect you. Do you want to heal or not? Like, honestly, that hunter is pretty blind. I feel like we could have healed behind the wall. Sir, you're not good yet. Wait, she actually is chasing us, though. Bye. Is she gonna go for us, though? Also, I should have used my close range flywheel there, and that's my bad. Because, like, if we can use the close range flywheel, we rather use it. Because it's harder to use, also has a shorter cooldown, so if we have an opportunity, we should be using that one. This flywheel is better for long range, right, when we're trying to dodge water. Because we can't use the card flywheel if we're not close enough. Ooh. Okay. I mean, he gets a shield. I guess the shield's not bad for people who don't know how to kite. Okay. Please just don't see me. Okay, he definitely sees me. Phone booth 95% off! Holy! I have to buy that. Come on. Okay, there's no point rescuing if this guy's just gonna immediately knock her down again. Dude, I gotta buy something. What are we gonna buy? Oh my god, we're gonna buy the speed pill. We're gonna buy the speed pill. Yo, this is actually kind of crazy. 90% off. Isn't this supposed to be 45% off? Is there a bug here? Oh, we can... I forgot we can still buy more. Please don't look at me. Well, you know what? Not getting Terror Shock is actually going to be pretty good against something like Naiad. Okay, there's no point here. There's honestly no point they're shooting. A little sad there. I guess we'll do a Cypher Machine. No one's really getting chased right now. We don't really need the heal, honestly. Like, this is going to trigger every 45 seconds. We honestly could heal here, though. What is she doing, by the way? Is this a bug? Is this a visual bug? This has to be a visual bug. I've seen this before, where they just sit there and don't do anything. Whatever, okay, I guess so. So be it. This is very weird, though. Normally, wouldn't she be standing closer? I mean, look at how fast we're decoding. I'm sure she's decoding, right? Right? She's decoding, right? Okay. Perfume's gonna be pretty good here. Ooh. It's just a chip hit, though. It really doesn't do a whole lot, that ability. We can get a crowbar here. I think the crowbar is going to be good. Phone booth offer! Only 26% off, though. Is it random? This is pretty fun. I do like this ability. This is a pretty fun ability. Let's grab this. As much as I hate getting rid of perfume in 2v8 with our health. You never know, though. There is a card that gives you detention, and so if you combine detention with detention, you actually do die, even with 3 hits in just 1 shot. And there's no way to tell if they have double detention, only if they have 1 detention. So, like, once you guys activate the exit gates, there really is no way to know unless you saw they had red eyes earlier, without the gate being triggered. Okay, this is a little bit scary here. She's always going to dash to us, but we have this very good pala here. I'm spamming the card flywheel in case she blinks. Because it's only going to allow us to use it if she actually blinks. I mean, I guess if she doesn't immediately swing. Why, by the way, why am I doing the gate? You know what, let's just do the gate for our other teammates. Honestly, maybe the dungeon rescuing is... Dungeon escaping is probably easier here. Oh no. We're not going to make it, are we? Ugh! No, we didn't make it. This guy doesn't have detention. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, there's a wall here. Yo, I'd love to open to the dungeon here. Please tell me it's here. Oh, no, it's not here. I need a phone booth offer. Let's go. Okay, nice. We could actually buy something right now. What are we going to buy? Okay, never mind. We're not buying anything. We're not buying anything. Never mind. Alright, I'm very not scared of this guy with no detention here. We're definitely gonna rescue. I mean, you'll vault for me, right? Fine, I'll vault. Yeah, we don't really need to shoot, honestly. This flashlight, bro. I'd love to get healed. I kind of need a heal, bro. Well, we can just walk right through that, but it is going to be very annoying. Bro, this guy's going to get... This guy is so dead. This guy is so dead for so many reasons. Okay, unfortunately, our teammate also got run by him. No, he has... Okay, I don't even think there's any point shooting here because he has Desperate Flight. We'll shoot now. Oh, no, I missed, though. Bro, he keeps moving around so much in Desperate Flight. I can't even tell. I can't even tell where to shoot, dude. The heart key's barely moving. Yo, heal me! Heal me! I've been at this hell for so long. Are we the last ones? Where's our other teammate? Dude, I gotta heal here for so long. We're gonna have to heal here a 3rd time. At least the 3rd time's gonna be much shorter. Dude, I still didn't open the dungeon. Help! Okay, good. She noticed. She's running touch effect. Yo, so fast. I'm coming, boys. Follow me, dog. Follow me. Yo, maybe we'll see a dungeon escape. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe not. Maybe. Maybe if he goes through this chair. Oh, okay. Why would he, though? Let's be honest. Why would he? The dungeon is here, dog. Prying the dungeon open. Look at how fast you open this, by the way. Like, how is this fair? Now, you're telling me you made the gates longer in 2v8, but then made them faster for dungeons? Why? Why? Dungeon is easier to get to, if anything. Because it's never going to be on the edge of the map. Even if it's not in the center, it's still easier to reach than a gate most of the time. Alright, who's leaving? Which of you ungrateful people are leaving every match? Can we get a replacement for that dog? Alright. If you guys would like to join Psyche 2v8 in recruitment. If you don't know how to find it, you just go to global and you click on recruit up here. You scroll and you click on recruit. And then you click all recruitment. That doctor is AFK this whole time, dude. Poor guy is going mad eyes. Doesn't even have detention. I mean, does it even matter? You don't even one-shot people with detention anyway, honestly. We got Fu Joseph. Oh, hell no, dude. Oh, now we lost for sure. We couldn't win any games when we had Fu Joseph on this team. Now we're screwed for sure. Now we're done for. Tram, gun, arrow. Actually missed the arrow anyway. I know it's Dobby, but their in-game name is Joseph. Yes, Joseph. We all missed you. We all missed you, dude. Oh my god, he's a little bear again. Dude, where's my other guy? There's no way this is an actual viewer. This guy's just here just to play 2v8. This guy's AI generated. He can't be real. Sir, you are an NPC? You dress like an NPC right now. Bro, those eyes? Those eyes? How do you... Listen, I don't want to say anything because I could cancel. Look, he literally has his eyes closed. He literally can't see anything. Listen, dog. Listen, those are his eyes closed. Don't say... I know he's Asian, all right, but he literally doesn't even have his eyes open. Guys, hear me out. Oh man, it's over. It's over. I'm going on TikTok. It's over. Getting canceled for the 10th time. That painter's literally sleepwalking, dude. I'm on your stream chat. Okay, he's not AI generated. He's a real person. Or I thought he was another AI IDB character. They keep adding them. Yo, we got a thief. Yo, we got a thief! This is unbelievable. We actually have a thief on the team. I don't know. The problem with thief is like they just get the big range card and thief is basically useless now against that one hunter. Doesn't even matter who their hunter is, honestly. You're the AI? Oh, great. Is this worth it? You lose 3,600 chips. But you're gonna save. Let's say you buy a speed pill. You save 2,000. The question is, how are you gonna get anything past 3,600? Your first purchase is really important. So instead of having to get 4,000, you have to get 3,600 plus 2,000. You need to get 5,600 just to buy your first item, like your first speed pill. I think in the long term it's gonna be good, but just early game, speed pill just destroys hunters so fast early game. Like the sooner you get speed pill, the sooner the hunters lose. That seems fun and all, but I don't think in like competitively it's worth it. Cause speed pill, listen, you're getting points for kiting people. Hunters are not getting points if they're the ones getting kited. So you only benefit the sooner you can get your speed pill. I mean that's part of what 2v8 why 2v8 is so survivor side, because you get so many points even if you did a bad kite, because you get it all on the chair and you can just buy it on the chair. But if you're doing a really good kite, then hunters in a really bad spot. They literally are not getting any points. You're just in so much trouble. And you are only getting stronger and stronger and stronger. While the hunter is falling behind, but instead of giving a strength to the person who's falling behind, they give it to the guy who's already ahead. So, literally. Oh god, bro, we lost already. We're dead already. I did not mean to click that. We're already dead, boys. That was a hit? Seriously? That should not be a hit. At least it was a chip hit, but that shouldn't be a hit. Oh my god, why would you immediately Foggy Blade, dog? Bro. Also, did I not hit my thing? Oh my god, right, because he has bigger range. I forgot. I'm getting so screwed over by these cards. By the card that I'm just not used to. Whatever. I guess now we know what he has, so it shouldn't be as big of a problem. I hate that. Yeah, throw your Foggy. Wow. Wow. What is this BS that I'm having to watch? At least we have the cheer points. It doesn't really matter, but... Boy, there's no pallet there. This is actually so stupid. That's so stupid. I can't tell you guys the amount of times I dodge a Foggy Blade, I walk backwards, and it hits me. That happens honestly so often nowadays. It happens so much these days. It's honestly ridiculous. How is the little girl already dead, bro? I was distracting one hunter for this long, and somehow there's two people in balloons. There's literally two people in balloons, just like that. I'm so confused. Did he get terror shocked? I guess he got terror shocked while vaulting. Bro, this heal's gonna take so long, dude. Yo, can you help me? What are we gonna buy here now? I don't even know. Speed pill. Speed pill for sure, right? It's such a dumb Foggy Blade. That last Foggy Blade hit was really dumb. Did I dodge that and I walk back in? Like, that should not hit. That should not count as a hit. I don't think that would have counted, but... Better safe than sorry with hits like that. Can you just hit the chair for me? Just hit the chair. Oh my god, that's so unlucky. Like, bro, what am I supposed to do when a second hunter comes in? Like, there's nothing I can do about that. Also, he has detention, by the way. So, it's not even like 3 hits to die. I'm dead in 2 hits. Dude, I hate this mode, bro. We're probably going to need that right now. Dude. Do I carry healing on this build? I don't. So basically just a worse Dovlin. Because we're not going to get more than 1 use out of the syringe now. I mean, maybe we will. Are we? Oh, we actually do. We are actually going to be able to get more than 1 use here. Bro. Actually still dead into detention hit here, annoyingly enough. Whew. Flywheel card's gonna be really good against Lizard here. It could be good against Ripper too, but his range is a little bit bigger than usual. Dude, going for that base rescue is the worst thing I could have done. Because both of them just came in, it's like GG. Just die for free. Especially one of them attention. There's not even a chance of survival at that point. Dude, I forgot I got this pill. I haven't been able to decode all the game. Okay, at least we'll be able to replace this this syringe then. That'll be nice. I'm hoping we'll replace it. If we can get 50%. Hopefully we don't get a second syringe. Biggest problem with opening chests and getting random items. Get a second syringe. Already got it. So what's my item? Oh, that's actually pretty damn good. That is pretty damn good. Especially against the guy with detention. Let's see if we can help this guy here. It's gonna be kind of hard though, because he's stuck in basement. How's this guy still alive, honestly? Oh, this little girl's so dead. Oh, please don't get shared. We have to take a second hit though. No. When he's invisible, it's so hard to tell. Man, Andrew used the pallet here? Or who used the pallet? That didn't hit him? Of course he has a bigger hitbox. That should not... Normally that doesn't count. But it's because he has the bigger hitbox that counts. He gets away with stuff like that. At least, again, at least it's just a chip hit. Man, but when he's invisible and he swings so fast, I can't react to that. The flywheels are really bad against him because I can't react to that. I'm literally just guessing with the flywheels, honestly. Did not get the 100, but it's not that bad, honestly. Dude, I'm getting double team, dog. Does this... No, it doesn't even do anything. He has detention. At least the other guy left. So that's better. Ooh. Six, 5. No, it's not gonna save me in time. Actually, it could now. Oh my god, he's lagging too. Dude, why? Why is he going for the smash? I'm waiting for the detention hit. Oh, that's so annoying. He's going for a smash when he should be going for a detention hit. That was pretty good. I wish I saved my flywheel there, but like, why is he going for the smash hit, bro? Why is he going for a smash hit? He has detention. I don't even think... I'm thinking about this too hard. Like, half these hunters don't even know what they have, honestly. Like, when you're playing Hunter in 2v8, and you don't even know how to play Hunter to begin with, you're probably... The last thing on your mind is probably how to combine your abilities in a smart way. That's probably the last thing they're thinking about. Probably just gonna play like normal. Or you know what? Honestly, another reason is... This happens to me all the time if you think about it. You see someone who's running injured with the injured animation, and you think they're dead in one smash hit, right? Or like any ability hit. But they actually have multiple hits. I guess that could have happened to him. I guess that could be why he did that. Like, he thought I was dead. And it's like, oh, you're not dead. Never mind. Oh, the Cypher's about to be prone. I guess we'll still heal up here. We'll heal up one time. Oh my god, it resets. If she didn't stand so long after I stopped the heal, we could have gotten that. But of course, why would we? Bro, what's new? Rip that cheerleader. And I don't think... but the Pocket Watch is kind of bad against Ripper too, though. Because the... man, could I have actually made this chair here? I actually think I might have been able to make this chair. Alright, what did you have? You had perfume. Can I switch it out for the bow? I'm not going to use this. I thought it was going to ask me, do I want to swap it out? I love how I get so used to the game, like double checking, do I actually want to pick up the item? Because I have to press the button. I have to press the button, and then I have to press it again where I want it to go. I guess it doesn't do that for the main ability in your hand, but okay, my bad. Like, all the times I've wasted hitting the button one time and then just standing there, looking all dumb, wondering why the item isn't going in my inventory. The one time I got used to that, it's just screwing me up. Alright, gate's open. Man, you only get plus 200 for opening the gate in 2v8. Just like in 1v4, I guess. Don't worry, Joseph, I'm coming. Honestly, we're gonna die, though. We're gonna die, though, because he has double detention. We die in one hit. Shoot, maybe we should actually leave. Because if he has teleport or he surprises us, we're actually dead. This perfume's useless. Perfume is actually useless here. It's probably the worst item possible. That's so sad. Oh, he left! Joseph, why are you saying don't fall here and the lizard wasn't even on you this whole time? Dude, you're driving me nuts. I actually could have rescued him. This whole time I thought the lizard was on him, but no. Oh my god, are you kidding me, bro? We have to use flywheel. Wait, I rescued her, right? No, we're so dead. I'm getting... This surrendered button is honestly getting in my way here. Why are you facing me towards the hunter game? Oh, he used the full foggy blade for that. That sucks for him. I'm just gonna perfume early. His range is so big, he could honestly hit me from there. Oh my god, I forgot about that. At least he doesn't one-shot me. He had no detention anymore. I actually forgot about that. That was actually a really smart play from the Ripper. That was really smart on his end. I'm not gonna play this game mode anymore. It's so stupid, dude. I literally took like 2 hits worth of damage at the very start. I mean, 2 of those hits was because of Foggy Blade BS, but the other 2 is because of stupid long range thing. Like, it's not even that it's good. Honestly, it's not even good on Ripper. Because you're anyway using the Foggy Blade at long range. It's so bad. The hitbox improvement is the same hitbox range that a Ripper normally has when you're going for Foggy Blades. Like, that's the distance you want to be going for Foggy Blades. And giving yourself a bigger hitbox is bad because then you're going to put yourself in recovery when you could have been no recovery. Again, it's like fast recovery, but it still works. Like, why is he picking that stuff? Like I said, I'm thinking too much into this. These guys probably didn't even read what the card did. Actually, so annoying though, because by the time you realize like what's going on as Survivor, you're already taking 2 hits for him. Does someone else want to join? Next time you say if someone else wants to join, I'll leave. Yo guys, if anyone wants to join, I'll leave. Don't worry, I'll leave. Don't worry guys, I got you boys. We do have Max Doctor, right? Yes, we do. Alright, enough of this 2v8 BS, bro. Honestly, we still have 2v8 BS. It's just less 2v8 BS, I guess. Such a gentleman. Yeah, stream's over, guys. Stream's over. Glad you got your spot. Now the stream is over. Dear Santa. Bro, these people with their names. 14 days with you? Nah, and then there's Nami One Piece, bro. We got diehard One Piece fan over here. We got Dear Santa. 14 days. We got the romantic guy, we got the kid, and we got the Discord mod anime fan. The only thing is we don't get to see who the hunters are now. Oh my god, it's Leo's memory. I mean, I guess Leo's memory is a lot better for survivors than the hunter in 2v8. Still, I'm not a fan of 2v8 Leo's memory. This map should not be in 2v8. Literally, they put this map in 2v8 like what, 2 years ago? Or 3 years ago now? When it could have been Golden Cave. Dude, Golden Cave would have been a way better 2v8 edition. Like, Leo's memory, I know it's like a semi-big map, but the only reason this map feels big is not actually because it's any bigger than, like, let's say Arms Factory. I'm pretty sure this map is the same size as Arms Factory. The reason it feels bigger is because they put I hate that the game freezes. Right as I'm hitting a cow vision. It's not because the map's actually bigger. It's because they put all the ciphers on the sides of the map here. Like, there's a cipher there. There's a cipher here. This is basically in the corner, honestly. This cipher's all the way in the corner. Like, there's no ciphers anywhere close to this cipher. Like, sometimes the cipher won't even spawn. There's just, like, there's this huge gap between the cipher in the corner and this cipher. Or, like, I guess the closest factory. But you're more looking like this. Like, with that kind of cipher layout. This map's not actually bigger than Arms Factory. Honestly, if they put this map in 2v8, they could have put Arms Factory in 2v8. Because it's the same size. It is, if it's not the same size, it's almost the same size. But it is the same size. And the only reason it feels bigger is because they put all the ciphers on the edge of the map. Like, right here. Then we got another one right here. Then we got another one right here. We got another one right there. Like, of course, there's always going to be some ciphers in the corners. But these ciphers, like, all the way deep in the corner. Like, Arms Factory, the closest you'll get to a corner... Especially on, like, a sandbags. Like, sandbags would be, like, right here. This is very far from the corner. You have a lot of kiting area to work around here. And then there's this cipher here. But honestly, once you're at this cipher, it's actually not so bad to go to this cipher. That's another reason why I hate Leo's memory. It's because there is no connecting cipher that's close to the one in the corner. So it generally does take a long time to walk to. Because almost never will there have been a cipher that is, like, reasonably close to the cipher. This is, like, the closest one right here. That it doesn't even spawn that often when that cipher spawns in the corner. Leo's memory ciphers are messed up. I hate the way they're organized. It's like, it's not even that the map's actually even bigger. It's because of where they put the ciphers. They put them so deep in the corners. On Arms Factory, the only one that's like that is Shack. It's literally the Shack cipher all the way in the corner. That doesn't even spawn that often. That's a pretty rare spawn. And if it does spawn, there's always a second cipher next to it. And if there's a second cipher next to it, that means you'll never have to walk in the corner for just one cipher. You can just do the closer cipher machine. That's why Arms Factory doesn't feel that big, because there's so many ciphers to do that are even if you're going for the cipher in the corner, right? If you're going for the cipher in the corner, it almost never matters, because there's almost always another cipher that's not in the corner, that's just closer. But Leo's Mary, they put them all in the corner. Like, honestly, I'm surprised this is not a 1v4 cipher spawn. This could have been a 1v4 cipher spawn right here. This should be a 1v4 cipher spawn. So that if middle doesn't spawn, I don't have to walk all the way over here. Nope. I'll take the hit, no worries. We're so close to a heal here, though. I do want to heal the Slayer. Follow me, heal you. No, he can heal me. Hello? Dude. Okay, this guy like went on Discord thinking his heal's gonna take 30 seconds. He forgot he saves the heal. Bro, can you help me? Can I get one person to help me? Bro. This guy memory synced. Literally, this is probably what my randoms are doing in rank mode, honestly. Like, they probably know better. Oh, this priestess is dying. I gotta go help her. Dude, this guy doesn't want me to steal his perfume. Goddamn, pick up the perfume! I can't with these people, dude. They literally don't even want to get healed. They don't even want to get healed. I can't heal him. I don't even know why I can't heal him. I can't with these people, dude. Oh, thank you for opening the phone booth before picking up. Yo, thank you so much. Oh my god, and you're running the carry animation that you literally don't move at all when you're picking people up. That is actually really convenient. I don't like the carry animations, though, because the problem with the carry animation is that, like, some carry animations move around a lot more. Like the lizard one. Like the lizard carry animation. That guy moves around so much. I guess he also does when he's picking people up, though. There's, like, different animations you have to think about. Oh my god, the umbrella just flew right past. Oh, I thought I was faster. I'm almost faster. Yeah, but he's not gonna hit me anymore. Alright, sir. I guess I'll do the cipher while we wait. Dude, I'm taking hits left and right this game. Oh, Doctor's here! Yo, thank you! Dude, as if Doctor wasn't OP enough. In 2v8, she's a monster. I guess I'll give her the rescue points. Also, it makes more sense for Doctor to rescue because she can just heal herself. Okay, now she might be in a little trouble. Oh, in case I miss now, maybe it'll be easier to... I don't need to hit the hard now, at least. Honestly, that was a waste of an ability, though. Oh, she didn't even lose it all. She's actually gaining so much here. She's gaining so much because of the movement speed pill. The movement speed pill makes her so fast. To the point where it's actually really fast. How fast you get the 100. Oh, I'm shooting. Oh my god, it got excitement out at least. Okay. Dude, that is so annoying. Oh no, we're not gonna get it. Wait, is she? No, that's so sad. Because of the... That's so annoying. Because of the potion that she bought, the recovery potion, that potion also makes it faster to swing. So she gets the hit off, unfortunately. Really unfortunate right there. Dude, I hate this. I literally hate this mechanic. In 2v8, this mechanic makes no sense. I get healed up and it reduces the progress of my last heal. Okay, great. Oh, and I'm running into her. Nice. Well, I guess we have the body block now. Oh, she can heal me. Help me out. I don't have any abilities for this guy, though. I can't even ping that I don't have abilities. We should probably just get, like, an elbow pad or something here. Flashlight. Controller, actually... no. I was thinking about controller, but... The problem with controller is that with fast recovery pill, it doesn't actually do that much. Oh, no, bro. That's unfortunate. What are the chances this guy, like, walks in the exact direction he needs to go? Like, bro. Oh, shoot. Dungeon's here, at least. I mean, I guess it's a free rescue, though. I don't think we're gonna make this. Oh, he's not soul siphoning. Now he is. Oh, nice. Typical 2v8 moment. Typical 2v8 moment. Yeah, we're unfortunately not going to win the game. That's so unlucky. Like, were my footsteps still visible? I don't understand. I guess he saw the footsteps while he was cheering that guy. He probably saw the footsteps while he was cheering that guy, because that pallet wasn't there. There was no pallet like blocking his vision there. It was just completely broken, so he has. It's more likely he saw me right there. Then, of course, one time I get hit, it's because of 2v. Like, yeah, we took the first hit because he found us, but then we weren't taking a hit for a while there. The two elbow pads really bailed us out, put us in a really good spot after that, but then, of course, 2v. 2v had to be 2v. And started double teaming. $69 viewers, let's go. I wish there was like an ability pill to like speed up the cooldowns of abilities. It'd be pretty bad on every survivor that doesn't have infinite abilities though. Professor, man, Professor's so mid. He's such a like mass survivor. Devs just really hate making like an actual. I mean, I don't understand. They don't make Professor. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it, dude. They don't make Professor be able to block abilities, and then they make Feral Lady who can get hit in invisibility, and those two are not related, alright, right? Until they drop Lanternus, which is literally just an upgraded Feral Lady, cannot get hit in invisibility, only can get the main body hit, which means there's so many like dungeon gate escapes, sneaks to the rocket chair that normally it would hurt her to get seen from far, but because the rocket chair doesn't actually make her ability run out faster until she's close to it, it just makes Lanternus like ridiculously good. Like, this is my problem with the devs, is that you can't make a survivor that's balanced and then make a copy of that survivor that's really just better in every single way. Like, I'm sorry, a 10% decode debuff is not good enough. Or, oh man, I broke windows, dude. A 2v8, in 2v8, that is not worth it. Like, that's not enough of a downside to have just literally everything better about your character. Literally Lanternus is better than Feral in almost every single way I can think of. Maybe in 2v8 she's better because she like what? She's gonna give 10% on a Cypher immediately, which is, I guess, is pretty good. But like otherwise it's awful. It's not, I mean, I shouldn't say awful, but we can actually open this chest here since we're thief. Actually makes sense. We can actually use the item. You know, normally can't even use the item because your flashlight's almost always better. Oh my god. And then I had to speak. I forgot. This is literally why I don't open chests, bro. Even when I don't have an item. Like, this is literally the garbage you get. I mean, you should open a chest when you don't have it. Like, you're dead on chair, you don't have an item. That's a great time to open a chest. Or you've been on chair before. Like, but bro, like, seriously. Yeah, I mean, this is... I say this about, like, this isn't... This thing that I'm talking about with Feral Lady Lanternus is not a new thing that they've done. The example I gave before Lanternus came out is Percy and Breaking Wheel. And Percy and Breaking Wheel were literally released side by side next to each other. Like, they dropped Percy, they thought he'd be so good that they got rid of the ability to chair. That's the downside. That was supposed to be the downside. Every hunter who has their upsides to their ability must have a downside. The downside for Percy was so big that they thought, oh my god, Percy's just such an OP hunter. Let's just make him not have the strongest ability in the game, which is to actually reasonably kill survivors in a reasonable amount of time. And they did that, and Percy turns out to not even be that great on chase. He has a lot of blind spots. His abilities just take too long to trigger. I mean, it's good in open areas, but generally it's pretty trash. Man, it's so bad that there's 2 people in basement here and 2 hunters. It's honestly not even worth it. Not even worth rescuing here. So we're just gonna have 2 people die. Man, it probably is a mistake to buy the speed pill with that, because there's a phone booth right there, and we just spent 10%, I think 15% extra. We spent 15% extra. Yeah, this is why you don't go for base rescue with 2 hunters in basement. We spent 15% extra to buy that speed pill, when we could have bought that on an item, and that way the 15% penalty is not hurting as much. Because the item's cheaper, so 15% is not as much. Yeah, I should not be buying the pills with the things unless I need it literally in the moment. Because the pills with the tax on the bag is just way too much. Alright, everyone's just giving themselves up to the basement god, I guess, today. Okay. I mean, at least this guy is tied, and the doctor does have football, but then, like, Mercenary's cooked. Also, I think she's still cooked, isn't she? She didn't go behind any walls. You gotta go, like, behind multiple walls, really. If you're gonna survive against Geisha. Well, this game's looking pretty much over. And we can still... Nope. Can't rescue her. Okay, I don't want to go anywhere near there right now. There's no Cypher here, though. Closest Cypher is this one right here where they're healing. Bro, I love how this whole game, people are still going for the basement. They're just one by... I think they're out of basement chairs at this point, if I'm not wrong. Dude, why is this heal so long? Who are we healing? Oh my god, we're healing the Mercenaries. Oh my god, bro, just kill me already. Just kill me. Play Mercenary 2v. The anti-synergy is so real. Taking so many hits in 2v8. Okay, nice. Beautiful butterfly from that Geisha. Beautiful. They're literally just been double camping basement this whole game, and everyone's just eating it up. Bye, Psycho. This is why I hate Flare Gun. As if all the personas, like hunters have so much persona points nowadays, they can literally afford all this anti-stun in 2v8 and still have plenty of persona for anything else. And then you buy the Flare Gun. It's like they're also dumb enough to carry excitement. Like, you shouldn't carry excitement in 2v8 because there's all that anti-stun. But like, Jesus, man. The entomologist is, by the way, running peepers. Hello. She already used excitement. Oh, we have broken windows. So bad. Broken windows is actually so bad on Thief. Because we anyway would get a flashlight stun there. Flywheel would actually just be better in that situation. Because we would get the same amount of distance with the flashlight stun. The flashlight's so cheap, so you may as well use it, right? Yeah, that's why broken windows is not good on Thief. Moments like those, but there's a lot of other moments. Like you're right next to a window. They have to vault the window. Because they can't, maybe they don't, let's just say they don't have like a Geisha dash in this situation. They have to vault the window normally. You go for the stun. Oh, the dungeon is here. But with broken windows, you miss out on the stun. And when you miss out on the stun, you're not just missing out on the stun. You're also missing out on blocking their abilities for 3 seconds. So even after the stun, you're delaying their pursuit for another 3 seconds. Because they're still waiting for their next dash if they had a vault without a butterfly. We can actually pull an item here and give it to this Ento here. I think we'll do that. Or maybe I should just take in the free rescue. Oh, of course. Or it can just be a syringe. Bruh. Just gonna have to eat a hit here. Okay, she's not going for the hit. Ento's still stuck down there. We're gonna need something to avoid getting double teamed. Okay, or they're just gonna do this. She's definitely gonna see me now. You actually can't remove abilities while she's in the animation, or what? Whew, that was close. Not gonna lie, guys, you might actually be here all day if I keep going with this kite. We also have broken windows here. Could be nice. Yep, she can't use anything now. Honestly, if the thing about Flywheel Thief is that with Flywheel Thief, we wouldn't be able to do that right there. If you just want to block their abilities, Flywheel Thief is actually worse there. Because you want to just stun them, then get the free vault, and then you boost away. You don't even need to stun them at the window. It's probably more distance overall. Yeah, this guy will go on for ages. Does Opera have Cypher control? I would say yes. I would say yes. Because one of the most powerful things about Opera is that she can just go back to where she was in the last 8 seconds with her 0 presence. And that gets upgraded at the last 10 seconds with full presence. So very often she'll pressure a Cypher, sit around it for a few seconds, and then teleport back to chair. So she, even the worst of the Cypher control hunters who are the best 400s in the game, Goman, Hula Blue, Shadow, Opera probably the worst at controlling Cyphers. It's either Opera or Hula Blue. The thing about Hula Blue is that Hula Blue will maps like Eversleeping and Moonlit. Because it's on Eversleeping there you can travel actually between the buildings. It's a little less obvious, but on Eversleeping, it's the same as Moonlit, honestly. Everyone knows you can jump over the river on Moonlit, especially if you have like that third stop Cypher. He just stops it anytime he's on the other side of the bridge. But on Eversleeping it's a little less obvious, but you can jump between the buildings. There's a little crack in between the buildings, and Hula Blue jumps through there. It's basically like Moonlit. Maps like that, honestly, Hula Blue has better Cypher control than Opera, because he can take those huge shortcuts. But Opera, with how fast she is, she can move between Cypher to Cypher so fast. In a way, she does have Cypher control, because one of the best things about Opera is you knock people down, and very often you don't even need to share them. You just go after someone else who's nearby, and you keep building on that. Because of how fast Opera is, you keep building on other people who are nearby, even if they're not doing the cipher. They just happen to be nearby. Their position was a little off. Now they're screwed because there's no way they're going to outrun Opera Singer. In a way, she does have cipher protection, because as a survivor, the faster the hunter is, the sooner you need to get off the cipher. And Opera is one of the fastest out there. If you don't get off the cipher, you let her chase you, map like Moonlit, map like Eversleeping. She's just gonna catch up to cipher so fast. Most ciphers don't have like immediately good kiting areas nearby. You need to get a head start. You need to get to the better kiting areas sooner rather than later. At least to an area where there's not as much things to dash on. Spam the hard button, guys. I'll spam the hard button. Yeah, bro. Just Opera, even though she's probably out of the the best 400s, the worst one at pressuring ciphers, she honestly is not that far behind. And in some situations, better than Hula Blue, because sometimes Hula Blue won't have anything to dash on and get to ciphers faster. Like Arms Factory would be a good example, where Opera, especially with 1000 Presidents, has so many things to dash on to go between cipher and cipher. But Hula Blue just doesn't have any of that. You can still catch up with like walls. There's sometimes like a long wall in the way, but usually if there's a long wall, there's also a pallet attached to it, so it's like a kiting area. But these people are just like coming here. There's just like a gang of survivors coming my way. It's a nightmare. I'm shaking my boots, guys. You guys see that composer right now? You see how many points that guy's getting? This guy just started his kite and he's already at 2,000 points. You see that? Well, he just now took a second hit. But right now, watch. In a second, he's about to get like 3,000 because he's been... Yep. There you go. Now he's at almost at 3,000 because the game gave him 800 for losing pursuit. The longer you are in pursuit, the more points you're going to get. Like, look at this guy. This is what's so broken about 2v8 Survivor. It's exactly this. Oh, shoot. Oh, right. I can't even pick it up by default. I guess we can swap between them. Please. There's no cipher at Shack? What are the 2v8 cipher layouts? What is this layout? There's no cipher at Shack? You're telling me with more ciphers on the map that you somehow found a combination where there's no cipher at Shack? I would expect there to be at least one, probably two, on 2v8 at Shack. You're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. There's no cipher. Why is the camera... I'm clicking the camera button, dude. That thing only exists just to get in my way. It's useful against one hunter, and that's Geisha. Because you can keep looking at her with the butterfly without having to look away with your camera. Such a waste of time. Let me guess. You guys put 3 ciphers all in this corner. Yup. How would I doubt NetEase? NetEase, you guys are just geniuses when it comes to balancing this game. That's why Goman is still as strong as he is, even after 2 years later. Opera, untouched. Meanwhile, Hula Blue gets a buff. Like, you must be joking me. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, 3 ciphers all in one corner. You managed to find a way to put 3 ciphers all in one corner, but you couldn't give a single one to Shack. Like, seriously? Like, you'd rather come up with a brand new cipher spawn than just pull one at Shack. Like, come on. Please don't. Oh, wow. He actually didn't get a calibration. Dude, why does the camera... I have separate cameras for Bot and Thief, but if you change the camera immediately for Thief, it affects the bot sometimes. Like, I don't understand why. Or like right now, it's like is it gradually changing? No, I don't think so. I think we're just gonna send the bot to the exit gate later. I mean, don't get me wrong. This ciphers are insane for Cypher Rush. Like, this is on Lakeside as a survivor. You go in this corner and it's just like a hunter basically never has a reason to go in this corner because no one's ever gonna kite here. Is the worst part. Oh, that didn't remove the mirror. Oh my god. I guess it doesn't matter. He died at basic anyway. Dude, this poor Nightmare just got his first chair of the game. Meanwhile, this Blood Queen just keeps getting shot. I may as well grab a flare gun, honestly. I think we'll swap it out for the buff for now, because we're not going to use it. The 2v8 guns are so stupid. Hold up, we can honestly follow up the shot with a flashlight stun. This is literally lucky guy strats over here. This is literally lucky guy strats out here. No, I mistimed it. It's because the stun is shorter. When you're playing, what's his name? Oh, I didn't cancel it correctly. There we go. Okay, honestly, it's not even worth it anymore, though. I messed up so bad. You have to be so accurate with fast recovery. Like, you can't even miss a little bit. I messed up the animation cancel a little bit. Like, the hit animation prevents you from healing anyone or using your items, but you can cancel if you just run right after getting hit. That's the reason why when you spam your perfume and the game says cannot use your item, people blame that on like, oh, the game's broken, it didn't let me use my perfume. I would have perfumed her otherwise. That's not the game breaking. That's the game preventing you from using your perfume after you already got hit. That means you hit the button too late. That's not the game preventing it. That's the game helping you. So that it's like built-in protection. So if you try to use the item after you get hit, it doesn't let you use it. The only time it would is if your hit animation gets canceled for whatever reason. Oh god. Oh great. Okay, at least it didn't get farmed. I would definitely rather have Flyville in this situation than Broken Windows, though. Man, I really wish we had the controller back here so we can actually heal ourselves. I'm going to grab the healing pill here and a Dovlin so we can help this guy out faster. Oh, great. Man, talk about unlucky. Man, that is so unlucky. I guess I should have bought a kiting item first. Because I forgot. Blood Queen just literally dies to buying items. Now we're probably dead. We're probably just dead now because I didn't buy a kiting item. That's so dumb. I hate this hunter, dude. Blood Queen is literally such a stupid hunter in this game. She's a hunter that gets countered by any ability that counters a mirror, so no one is ever going to play Blood Queen. Oh, he doesn't even make the chair. Okay, now he definitely doesn't make him. Like, why did he stand there for so long? He actually probably would have made it, but he would have had to avoid a terror shock. That's why I'm saying he might have not made it, but then he just stood there like, bro. Should have bought an item. Instead of the Dovlin, should have bought an item. Just to be safe. Because literally the biggest counter in 2v, I say this all the time, the biggest reason why 2v is not fair is because you can buy any item you want. It's like almost every hunter becomes unplayable. Like literally now every survivor has their item and an extra item. And with multiple stacks on that item. I should follow my own advice. I'm not gonna like this. I can't tell you, bro. I can't tell you how often. I think that's the second time I've streamed 2v8, and someone just literally stands at the chair instead of keep running, and then I just die. I just die with them right in front. It's like I totally get it. You were trying to make it to the chair, right? Like you try to make it to the chair, you just didn't make it because of the faster chair timer. I swear that's the second time someone just stops, and then I die because they stop. Like, bro, like why are you stopping? I wonder how much of these people like actually look back when they play this game. Because I swear, almost every single time I watch a spectate and I spectate someone's kite from like a rank match, I have to turn off camera follow because they don't look back. It's literally almost every single time. I wonder how many of these people like actually look back. Yeah, I know one thing for sure. When I go in my ring matches and I spectate someone's kite, you can bet 9 times out of 10 I have to turn off camera control because they don't look at the hunter. Like, I can't even tell what's going on to decide if their kite's bad because they're not looking back. Which is actually terrifying. That's honestly terrifying because that means when they're kiting, they have no idea what they're doing. They don't even know if what they're doing is the right play, and so when they die, they don't have any feedback because they weren't looking at the hunter. They don't know. They probably don't even know why they died. They don't keep track of cooldowns. They don't look what the hunter's doing. Their animations, whether they vaulted or broke. I get it. You can listen for some things, but that's only if you have no other choice. Yeah, it's this. We died of fast power breaking blockman, by the way. I mean, I guess you could have bought the agility pill though. That thing does exist now. That looked a little bit too fast though for just agility. Terror shock. Terror shock, but he survives terror shock. Amazing, amazing balance. You honestly could have vaulted that window. That mirror was gonna run out. I don't understand these people. Why do you drop down the hole and go further away from the window? There was a great window right there from that angle. I don't know. I always think of Identity 5 as like a very common sense game. Like, the point of the game is to go to the closest powder window. Like, do people not realize that? Like, alright, you choose a powder window and it was a garbage one. Okay, at least you went to the closest powder window, alright? You followed the advice. The plain, most awful advice you can give is to just follow the closest powder window. And that's still better than what this guy just did. Alright, that's gonna be it for today, guys. So much. Okay, at least it didn't spawn me behind the chair. Like, one day they introduced the bug where you will sometimes spawn behind your bookshelf and sometimes they'll spawn me behind the chair. Alright. Well, a little bit sad to leave off on that. That's my bad though. We should have bought an item though instead of the Dovlin, because literally Blood Queen, you buy literally any item that's not a perfume and you should be fine. Alright guys, let's claim the rewards that I got. Any rewards though? Anything? Duction Star. Duction Star prediction. Let's see. Who's gonna win, guys? I think I should actually predict seriously here. Because you do get something for predicting correctly. Alright, Doctor for sure. Who else? Man, Prisoner. Little girl is looking... That's looking like good too, but it could be Cheerleader. Could be Cheerleader. Is Cheerleader really gonna get picked? I don't think she'll get picked more than Little Girl. Also, doesn't Mechanic already have one skin? I'm never gonna buy these skins anyway, so why do I care? Okay, you can choose between Hunters too. Well, at least one Hunter's gonna win, so we should choose a Hunter. Who's gonna win out of these? Guys, it's pretty obvious. it's literally pretty obvious. Unfortunately, these are all garbage hunters, except Blood Queen. But Blood Queen depends on the team comp. Like, Blood Queen ranges from the worst hunter in the game to the best hunter in the game. It just all depends on what item the survivor has. Because the Blood Queen mirror is not designed to be dodgeable. You can't dodge. You can't kite a Blood Queen mirror. It goes through every paladin window in the game. You just need an item. That's why they need to change that character. That's so stupid that just the survivor you pick will decide if you win or lose the game. So you can't even pick half the survivors in this game. But whatever. I digress. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to catch out more streams like this every Tuesday, Thursday from 20 to 22 EST time zone. If you do not already know, I'm going to be streaming Tuesdays now, not on Mondays, Tuesdays. So come on every Tuesday and you'll find a stream. If you guys did enjoy though, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, join the Discord if you haven't done so already. Now I'll see you guys later. Take care, guys. This has been Psyche. Peace out, guys.